Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. We'll take a quick look at Bitcoin and some of these other altcoins here in a few seconds. I'm just going to pop up in a poll right here. There we go. Perfect. Oh, hold on, my poll is blocking some of you guys' stuff. Hey Doge, hey Kim, hey Hector the dude. Hey, Low Roller Scratcher, and hey, Nick. There we go. Oh, and hey, John. Sorry about that. Let's see. Hey, Nick. Remember how you said earlier today if Doge goes up higher and higher today, that could be the bullish signal for the week? Is that true? Yeah, so right now, it did stay above this. Hold on one second here. It did hold. So right now, we're going to probably see Dogecoin go sideways. It's not necessarily like a big blast-off moment. It's more of that we broke this downtrend, and this is going to give it the opportunity to stabilize enough for it to have another big rally here. Imagine these little pumps that we've been watching. Little pumps like this. I want to see something more like this happen in the next week or two, okay? As long as we're able to stay above this trend right here, I'll be happy with where Dogecoin is. So I'm still holding my Dogecoin. I haven't bought any more specifically. Was basically I don't need to. But yeah, I'm still holding on. Oh, sorry. I keep on hearing this like fan noise. I think it's just coming from my my computer. But yeah, so I'm so bullish on Dogecoin right now. If you want to start accumulating position right now, not a bad idea. If you really want to just protect yourself and buy at the best moment possible, even if it might be a little bit higher than normal, you could try to wait until Dogecoin breaks above the 200-day moving average. That might be something you might want to look into. But right now, we're looking at this with the resistance being the 200-day moving average. What the heck am I listening to here? Lo-fi Christmas? Let's see if it actually sounds like Christmas. If it's more lo-fi, I'll listen to it. But yeah, right now, I still think of this 200 level as resistance. But since it is breaking right now, that is going to give people a pause to say, hey, maybe we should start buying into this. Let me take a quick peek. Ethereum also broke out today. Looks like it found a high point up here. Let's see if it's going to go even higher in the next few days. Matic is looking to break out here soon enough, but not right now. ADA, fine. XRP. BitTorrent ran into the 50. Let's see. Litecoin. Okay. Shiba is still coming down, unfortunately. That's not too bad. This is the 15-minute chart. Looks like Shiba tried to make a move earlier, guys, and just got shot down really fast. Yeah. Because this one had a faulty breakout here. Well, not a faulty breakout, but it didn't pan out, right? Short-term breakout, yeah. It's still going sideways right now. It still looks okay. Right now for Shiba, I'm still liking Shiba. You can see the similar thing about Dogecoin. Because at this moment in time, it's still following this uptrend right here. As long as it stays above this uptrend line, I'm going to be just fine with it. Ethereum on the 5. There we go. And Bitcoin's still falling down here a little bit as well, guys. Let's take a quick look at Bitcoin. Let's take this out. Let's take this out temporarily. A little bit of support at 64,000 here. This is the 30-minute. Let's go to the daily chart. Alright. This is what we're looking at now. It doesn't look too drastic when you put it in perspective with everything else that we're looking at right now. It's only down about 2.5%, so I'm not too concerned about. There we go, up here. About Bitcoin, I will say this: we might actually retrace a little bit here down to $61,000, $62,000. So just be prepared for that. That may be a little bit of a we might have to do a little bit of a recovery here because we did just blast through a whole bunch of walls within a few days. All right, there we go, and we're seeing Bitcoin come down at this very moment. Let's see. Hey, 800. I might wait a little bit for Shiba to come down a little bit more, but you can start accumulating a position for Shiba if you want to. Hey, Gonzo. Good afternoon, my man. And hey, Kay. Hey, Max. Hey, Mike. Hope you're having a good evening. Tired evening, but still a good evening. It's been a long day. After this, I'm gonna take my dog outside. I'm gonna pass out for the night. I'm exhausted, but I've been having some fun talking with some friends today. So overall, freaking fantastic day. And also, when we woke up this morning, everything was looking really good in the markets. Let's see. Hey, Cassandra. Oh, let me. I'm not supposed to have words in here. Okay, I'll just go fine here. Ugh, hate playing the same music over and over again. Yeah, but beware, guys. Bitcoin's taking a little bit of a tumble right now. I had a short position opened up a little earlier when I shorted from here to here, but I closed it. I didn't know what was going to happen. Plus, I wasn't paying attention to the market at that time. Let's see. Hello, Escocher. Oh, people are just taking the profits. People are just taking the profits now. Could be a mix of a little bit of shorts in here, as well. But I just believe it was. Oh, I'm not trading you. Excuse me. Oh, that's what it is. So I kept on hearing those sounds. It's my neighbor. It's dark outside, so I was like, it can't be coming from outside. It's my neighbor using his wood saw thing, his bandsaw outside. That's what it is. Okay, sorry about that. I thought I was going crazy for a second. But yeah, so if you're looking over here at Twitter, let's see what's going on right here. There's a few shorts coming in. Not much for Bitcoin though. Is there Bitcoin shorts in here? Bitcoin shorted a few minutes ago. Bitcoin longed a few minutes ago. Shorted, longed, shorted. This XRP though. So yeah, you're just seeing some shorts come in right now. Shorts are trying to open up a position. They started it today around the what, 67,000, and so right now we're taking a little bit of a breather. Don't worry, we're headed for 64,000 right now. It seems like we bounced off of there, but we might come back down a little bit. Don't panic or whatnot, right? We're just coming down a little bit here. If you do want to sell out of your positions in case we go down lower, you can definitely do that. What's happening? Bitcoin's down a couple percent, but you do see Ethereum up a little bit, Matic up a little bit, ADA up a little bit, Ethereum Classic up, and Sol up. So there's going to be some mixed signals in here within the altcoin community, but with Bitcoin, you could still see a little bit of a pullback coming. And if you just kind of zoom out, you can kind of see. Let me take this algorithm off. There you go. You can kind of see how aggressive this really has been. It's okay if it pulls back a little bit, guys. It's okay. We had a big aggressive one right here. It pulled back like this. Came back up, then forward. So I'm just being patient with this one at the moment. We've had a lot of good rallies. We may have to cool off a little bit after we reach all-time highs. That's okay. If you guys are looking for a little bit of a stop loss to protect yourself in case we start opening a flag here for another move in the next week or so, you could use a stop loss, of about 64,000. That might not be a bad one. Or you could try to go a little bit lower at 63,000, but I say 64,000 is a decent one. And if you've made any profits off of any of these breakouts prior, especially this larger breakout that we have right here, this is what most people would have probably bought at right there. Or right here if you bought the shorter term breakout and held on to it for a little bit longer. Sorry, Loki. You're going to be taking profits right now, and you're going to be looking to buy in at a lower price, especially if it just comes back down to 60,000. Over the next couple of days, that'll give you a lot cheaper prices in all these altcoins. Let's see right here. There we go. Yeah, but we'll definitely keep an eye on Bitcoin right now. It is taking a little bit of a move down. Ethereum, the same thing. Ethereum was actually booming up until Bitcoin started to increase its losses here. Hey, Looters, I don't have much. When I bought it a few months ago, I just bought about $200 worth. It's an insane amount of SHIB in terms of like SHIB, but it's not really a lot of money, capital behind it. So it's probably worth about $600 maybe now if I was doing something. If I was going to look at SHIB. So around here, about 300%. So yeah, it's about like about less than $1,000 a SHIB. Not that much. Yeah, and you see Dogecoin coming back down here a little bit as well. Hopefully Dogecoin's able to stay above this. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Hello, Scorcher. It could definitely go under 60,000 again. Hey, Peter. Hey, hey, Michael. Hey, man. Hope you're having a good evening, my man. Let's see. Hey, Ken, reporting for a class professor. Oh, there you go. That sounds like pretty fun. Hey, what do you call it? Reporting for a class professor. I was just talking to my sister about college a few hours ago. Let's see. That's a lot of money to ask for a lower Scratcher for a Litecoin to hit $1,000. See, Hey, Buju. She's doing fine. She has actually eaten a whole meal today, so she's well, not a whole meal, but she's like eating a little bit more instead of just tomato soup. So she's doing pretty well. She's doing pretty well today. Thanks. Hey, Brandon. It's noobs getting scared and selling out. I mean, yeah, that's probably true here. I mean, so think about it in terms of this, guys. Most of us, you know, if you guys have been here for the most days, there you go. Like I just said, you know what? Let me open up another Bitcoin chart here and just kind of refresh everything. Let's go to a triple chart. Here's another Bitcoin chart right here, and the color is going to be a little bit different. We can live with that here. Okay, most of us would have bought Bitcoin at a few different levels. So, or especially the altcoins. I first started accumulating medium-sized positions for a lot of altcoins when we first broke out here. Okay. Medium-term positions, larger positions right here. Now, during this time, I just took these small positions of altcoins that kind of added up. A few $100 here, a few $100 here, a few $100 here. It was really after those really panicky moments. And so there was a lot of accumulation around these levels for Bitcoin and all the other altcoins during the same time frame. Most people didn't really start to buy Bitcoin until... Where was this at? I think it was a 4-hour chart we were looking at back in the day. Gonna find it. Was this it? No. Right here, yeah. Right here. And they were taking nibbles on every single small breakout that happened in between there. Small nibbles. And over time, of course, they accumulated in something larger. Then boom. And then what do we have? Right here. We had the golden cross. Happened. Started popping up. And if you guys don't know, the golden cross is usually a bullish signal. It doesn't always work out for crypto, but on most of the time, it tends to be a good indication that we're going up. That's a golden cross is when the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200 daily moving average. So we had a golden cross way down here. I remember making a video about it. But at the time, what happened? We weren't really doing anything. We actually came down. Everybody was kind of like, oh no, golden cross, nothing's really happening here. And eventually we started chugging up, right? And what happened here? We had a death cross, which usually indicates a very bearish move down. We actually managed to hold down here and actually do fine. So that bearish cross or that death cross didn't actually have too big of an impact on Bitcoin, and that's why you got to be careful. You can't just like buy all in or sell all in at that period of time. But you had an opportunity to buy here, but most of you guys would have bought here because this was a solid level of resistance. If you see, we had this point to this point. So this line was actually already here. This trend line back. Oops. Let's go here. Yeah, this trend line was already here this whole time before we even saw this. What was happening here. Before, like, the trend line was here all the way back when the chart looked like this and it was still falling. Okay. Over time, we knew we were getting closer and closer and closer. We had a big conference with Bitcoin, Elon Musk, and a couple other big players. It started to launch up. It ran straight into that resistance. Tried to break out, was unable to, and then boom, it finally popped off and broke out right here. Then from there, this is your big opportunity to buy Bitcoin. This is where a lot of the more, I don't know what you're gonna call them, more professional traders started taking larger positions after a major breakout like this, while accumulating at these levels. It was much more risky to accumulate these levels, but if you guys remember, I told you guys to nibble. That's the small positions. And it makes a lot. It just helps you out over the long run. Because if you nibble down here, you're not going to see your account may go down 10%, whatever, 10%. Who knows? Maybe up to 15%. But since you've only invested a small amount of money, maybe a few $100s, you're not really feeling that pain so much as if you would have went all in right here, so to speak. Right here is where people could start to really put in some money and just leave it and let it sit. And you saw that over here came back down, and then we had breakout number 2 right here. Nice, easy breakout. Poof, right there. Another golden cross right here, which indicated another amount of bullish action, which in this case was true. Big pop right there. Then it's been soaring up here. If you look at this 4-hour chart, this slight pullback, does it seem like anything really crazy and really scary compared to everything else we've kind of seen here with these dips down here, this dip down here? It doesn't seem too much. It seems like we had a huge spike and we're just due for a little bit of a pullback here. So I'm going to wait to see. I think we might retrace all the way back down to 60,000 where we try to hit this 50-day moving average again. Or excuse me, 50 moving average on the 4-hour chart. on the day chart, we can retrace all the way back down here to, by the time it happens, maybe 58, 59,000, even down here to maybe the mid 50s by the time this comes up here. So we can definitely retrace, guys. Don't think that we're just kind of going straight up. There's been a lot of plays right here, a lot of buying opportunities. These people that bought and held altcoins or Bitcoin, they're looking to take a little bit of profit off the table right now. They're probably not selling their entire position, but they definitely are starting to scale out and protect some of those profits because, you know, let me put this back over here side by side to another coin. What's something we've been watching over the same period of time? Maybe Matic. Let's just say Matic for now. So what day was this breakout opportunity, this first one? This is all the way back August 6th. August 6th was right here, right? So, and this is a coin that hasn't even gone up that much. At the peak, it went up to 70%. Right now, it's up about 46%, right? So you're going to see people start to either accumulate more here for potential breakout. But as far as Bitcoin, that was a bad example, Matic, to be honest. But what do you call it? For Bitcoin players, you can definitely see why they would take a break after busting through all-time highs and using up all this capital to try to bust us through those, well, basically like incredibly tough walls that we took like tens of millions of dollars of longs to break through. Let's go back over here. But yeah, look at it from this perspective. Does it really seem like such a crazy thing that we've seen over the last few months? I mean, imagine if this was happening today. Imagine if that was happening. And this was when the first time we hit the trend line from here. No, this is no, this wasn't. Never mind. The first trend line was right here. There you go. We got knocked down hard as well. So, at least at this moment in time, I don't see anything too scary that I'm looking at. I'm seeing a little bit of a pullback. This pullback is a total of 3% pullback at the moment. You know, we can live with that. If you can't live with that, oosh, you know, be careful. Crypto's going to wreck your life. Oh, let me go back to the two screens again. That's what I need to do. There we go. Okay. And I can actually take away some of these. I thought I got rid of a lot of these things here. Didn't I just get rid of a lot of this Bitcoin stuff? Oh, here we go. Oh, geez. What was this about? Let me go to the 30-minute chart. I see an old trend line here. I just wonder what it was. Oh, this was a potential breakout opportunity, but it tapped on the trend line again. Okay. There we go. There you go. And we're bouncing off a 64,000 support level right now. We'll see if we're able to hold or not. And let me go back over here to Ethereum. There we are. Hey, Gore, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Good to see Doge moving in a positive segment. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for the super chat, man. Hashtag bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, and ketchup. Ooh, that actually sounds really good right there. I need some, I need some eggs and bacon. I can really use some eggs and bacon right now. But yeah, guys, so far, it's a pretty good day. In the last 2 hours, Bitcoin's down about 1.3%. So, but since the all-time high now of what, 67,000 or so, we're down about 3%. Hey, Peter, it needs to breathe after all that running. RSI is high, so it's careful to cool off. Exactly. Yeah, people are going to take some profits. It's kind of crazy not to take some profits right now. Usually when you get that big pump of all-time highs, as soon as that it starts to stagnate, that's when you have to start pulling stuff off. If you guys remember this morning, I was telling you guys about this. Let me go to like the 15-minute chart maybe. I told you guys when it failed to pop off right here, we're probably going to come back down a little bit and test out the 50 moving average here. We tested it. We rode on it for a little bit, then we continued to fall down here. And right now we have a support of about 64,863, which was the all-time high just a few hours ago. There you go. Hey, Goya. Oh, yeah, my Dogecoin's doing just fine at the moment. I'm happy to see it kind of rise up a little bit. It's back in the 25-cent range. I'm hoping it just stays there for a little bit, and then eventually, over the next few weeks, I want to see a nice pop out of it. But now that we've broken out, we have a chance to go sideways here in the next few days. We need to take advantage of that sideways motion and just stay positive for Bitcoin. Or excuse me, Dogecoin. Hey, Nick, I have a Twitter. I just don't use it. I'm not a tweeter. I'm sorry. I have an Instagram and a TikTok and a YouTube channel, excuse me. That's usually what I use, and I kind of switch them up every now and again. Hey Roman, I'm up $200 from a $500 original investment in DOT. Do you think we'll see a pullback? Let me see. This one's pretty close to all-time highs here. I could see this having a little bit of a pullback here if Bitcoin's not able to slow down its descent. Let me see. What I would say here is, you know what I might do? I would say you might want to start scaling out of your position. And if for whatever reason it does not continue this little bit of an uptrend you're seeing, right? Hold on a second. Let me make this line a little bit more vibrant. Green, maybe? No, blue. Hot pink. Okay, there we go. There you go. If it drops down below this trend line, you might consider selling the rest of it off because it is a little overextended from this initial trend line here. You can see if you go to the 4 hour though, you do have a little bit more of an aggressive one. If you want to look at that one instead, a little bit of a tighter stop loss, but this is the one you're looking at right now. So if you want to be a little safer, this stop loss is going to be somewhere around here about $43. It's only about $1 less than what you are right now. So this may be a little bit of a better one, Roman, for you to look at if you're looking to potentially sell out of your position and take that $200 and, you know, just make sure you're not ending up with a loss after you've made some good profits on it. And this is Dogecoin on the 4 hour right now. See, it's how it's trying to bounce back down. We're going to see if it's able to continue to hold up here right now. And there's Ethereum still kind of pumping up here on the 4. So I still like Ethereum right now. Look at that. Ooh, there you go. Looks nice. Let's see. Hey, Ahmed, that was lovely pick. Yeah, it was crazy. When I woke up this morning, I wasn't exactly sure what was going on. I was kind of half awake, and I was like, "Oh wait, well, we're breaking all-time highs. Okay, let's go on. Let's go, man." And so I just rushed to my computer and I just started, you know, getting ready for the stream. And I took my dog out and I was like, let's talk about this. It was an incredibly interesting morning. And normally, you know, it was kind of interesting that it happened like right as the stock market was opening. Normally they kind of, you know, we have it happen a little bit earlier, kind of during the pre-market hours. But this boom happened all of a sudden, and it happened in a crazy way. And it was fun to watch that thing take off. I mean, here's Ethereum, but let me just show you guys Bitcoin very fast. Like this morning, we even went to the second chart to see exactly what second this thing took off, and it was absolutely insane. This is the 5 minute here, boom, and from there on out, it was to the races. And I guess I took away a lot of the trend lines here, or the resistance lines, because we already broke through them. But there was a lot of lines we had to break through, like a lot of levels of resistance we had to break through. It was rough, and we did it. And then we hit 67,000, and that was where things got a little rough on us. Here's the 1 minute chart. And there we go. This is 67,000 right here. Tapped right on it. Right on it. And that was a wall that we were unable to break above, unfortunately. If we would have broken above 67, we could have gotten up to 68,000, potentially even higher than that. But usually these, when we're at all-time highs, every 1,000 is usually a good reference for a resistance level. Because that's just where whales like to strike. Maybe a little bit below, or maybe a little bit above, but usually around those $1,000 marks is where whales like to strike you down and hit you with some shorts. There we go. There we go. Show you guys that full downswing there. Hey, Justin, happy to see you back, man. Hey, Peter, you see watching for the last few months made me smart. There you go. Well, yeah, I mean, see, the only thing about my channel is I'm still working on those tutorials for you guys. It's just I don't have the time for them that much, and I've been trying to make time for them, and when I try to make time for them, I just get really bad headaches from overworking myself. But what I try to guide you through on this channel is when everything's really boring and whatnot, that's usually when you guys should be buying, right? Especially during that whole period of like a few months when like we went down from like 15,000 views at the peak of the SNL, 15,000 views on the stream, down to more of like the few hundred range of views. I was telling everybody like, hey, you know, start accumulating small positions, nibbles, 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 nibbles. And that's how, well, at least that's how I trade. Not everybody has to do it that way, but at the time, remember, in hindsight, it's much easier. Back in time, we didn't know if Bitcoin was going to drop down to 25,000. We didn't know if Bitcoin was going to drop to 20,000 before trying to make a big roaring move back up to all-time highs with what we have now. So, it was important that I not make you guys throw the kitchen sink at Bitcoin and buy a whole bunch of huge positions, because of what if it dropped down from 35,000 all the way down to like 20,000? Would you guys still have the capital to keep pouring into Bitcoin, keep pouring into these crypto coins? Probably not. Most of you guys might have been fed up, cut your losses, and just walked away from crypto forever. But by at least advising you guys, saying, hey, take a small position, another small position, at least it gives you an opportunity to gain a position, like a more sizable position within Bitcoin or any of these altcoins, and then you're not really opening yourself up to major losses, because even if the price keeps on going down, you're not stuck with an incredibly high average at the end of the day. Hey, Colin. Yeah, I think 30 cents is coming pretty soon, and especially in the month of November. Yes, I do. Hope I'm right, but yes, I do. Hey, just thoughts on a Cardano Ethereum Classic. I still think they're doing fine. I'm waiting for Ethereum Classic to have a pop off here pretty soon. Same with ADA. I'm just being patient. Right now, since Bitcoin's taking a little bit of a dip, I don't expect it to happen anytime soon. I'm still waiting for this altcoin season to start. I'm waiting for that. So right now, I would say neither ADA or Ethereum Classic I don't think has broken out. Let me take a quick peek here. So this is ADA. Yeah, we had let's see. There you go. That's what we're looking like now. But yeah, so it hasn't broken out just yet of this pennant. It broke down out of this downtrend a while ago, and you can see ever since then, we've been moving up a little bit, mostly sideways, which is more of a side trend, right? And whenever you guys break through a pennant here, break through a trend line, you're breaking the trend. It doesn't mean you're going skyrocketing. It just means you're breaking the downtrend. And now what do we have here? Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So right now, ADA looks fine. Don't worry about it breaking out again up here. Worry more about this lower trend line here it's riding against. So if it does dip back down a little bit closer to here, you can add another little bite to it. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting a few more days for an opportunity to break above the 50-day moving average, and that's where ADA can start to have a little bit more fun. As far as Matic, I think you just talked about right there as well. Let's see. Oh, Ethereum Classic, sorry. There we go. Sorry, guys, my contacts are starting to get off my eyeballs. Okay. Yeah, so as far as Ethereum Classic, same thing. It broke out. It's going sideways right now. It's kind of in this channel between $57.48 and let's say about $50.22. So right now it's in this channel. As soon as it breaks above this resistance level right here at 57.48, that's when I would start looking to accumulate a larger position in Ethereum Classic. Think of that same pennant that we saw with Shiba, right around the same price there, or right around the same kind of channel. If we break above that, that's what you want to start accumulating in there. Let me go back over here. Let's see. People in Bitcoin that bought the Bitcoin peak in April, they are selling Bitcoin for profit. They don't want to deal with crypto crazy up and down. That's part of it. That's part of it. But most people, most people don't turn into bag holders. Most people eventually sell because they're just so terrified that they're going to lose everything they put into Bitcoin, right? And especially when they're new traders. So most of those bag holders, most of them sold. The only ones that really, are selling right now for a little bit of a profit are the ones that their friends told them, don't you dare sell, don't you dare sell. And not many people have crypto friends like that. Most people just kind of hopped in. They saw the all-time highs I got to buy it now before it goes to the moon because it's going to leave me behind. I'm going to lose out on all this money. They decided to buy, and then, Bitcoin goes down, and they're like, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. And they ask somebody oh, you got to hold it, right? So. Let's see. Hey, I think Matic can hit all-time highs. I like Matic for, as far as trading it, I like it simply because Matic has these very long day candles where it just has these monster surges, and it's so much fun to trade it, and I mean so much fun. Let me take a peek right here, and let me show you Matic very fast. Here's the day candles. Look at these massive candles right here. If you just catch on to this ride, you're looking at great gains. And this is both, whether you want to short it or long it. It just has these nice long candles that I just love to see. It kind of just, it's like almost like a springboard. Look at this right here. You know, a lot of other coins you see kind of grind up bit by bit by bit and making some strong moves day by day. This thing just likes to launch, consolidate a little bit here on here, launch again. Crazy move down where you could have shorted it a crazy amount. Like, if you had leverage right now, you guys could have made over like 3,000% just trading this if you traded it properly. It's absolutely insane. There are people out there that probably made about 2,000% on average trading this with heavy leverage, about 125x leverage. It's such an crazy way to trade. Like, I remember watching this. Let's go back to the 4 hour here on Matic. You see this resistance level right here? We bought on this breakout all the way back in the day, and this gain right here was, just for a few hours, 30% gain. Now imagine if you have leverage on it. That's a few 100% return at least, right? And this was just a tiny little pop. It honors breakouts beautifully. Like, I really do like this as a day trading opportunity. As far as long, yeah, I own it for a long position as well. But the real bread and butter that I like, the reason I like Matic is because of how crazy it can be when you're day trading it, and how volatile it can be out of just nowhere. So this is usually something you have to have on your watch list, and if you get a volatility alert on it, you hop on board, and you whether it's up or down, and you make some good money off of it. Let's see. Hey Peter, I learned when to buy and keep my cool, which is awesome, but still the hardest part is when to take profits or just sell and working on it. Hey, it takes time. The one thing I will tell you is don't. Well, it depends on how much you have. Don't be afraid to sell 5% right now to take some profit off the table. 5% a couple days from now, right? Don't be afraid of doing any of that stuff. It's not bad to sell early, because if you sell early and you have profits, no matter what, you just walked away with profits. The longer you're in that position, even if you're hoping for more and more returns, it becomes more and more risky that the returns that you have already are going to be put at risk, and you could potentially lose not all of them, but a portion of them. Especially when you're trading with leverage. A few dollar movement can definitely not crash your position, but it can take you down from like 1,000% all the way back down to like 500% in a few minutes, and you're just like, what the heck did I do that for? Why didn't I just sell while I was at 1,000%? You don't have to use 1,000% as an example. Why didn't I sell at 500%? Why didn't I sell at 400%? Why didn't I sell at 100%? Right? And then, well, in hindsight, you're like, wow, why did I do that? Right? And so, take your time. You'll be fine. You're still learning. Don't be afraid to practice a little bit more. And then, if you want to, I use Bidget and whatnot, or BitGet, but there's other paper trading sites out there. Why not practice? Seeing what would happen if you held a little bit longer on the paper trading, and just protect your money in the short term by taking out a few percent every now and again just to lock in those profits. You don't have to do it that way, but if you want to see the potential gains or the potential losses you might have suffered, next time you open up a position, open one on the paper trading account and open one in your real trading account, or your live trading account. Then you can see what happens. Hey, you're going to sell your live maybe a little bit earlier, but see what happens if you just hold a little bit longer. Because then maybe you might learn something about yourself as a trader. It's a very useful thing to learn. Hey, JPros, as far as Ethereum, I'd be careful buying Ethereum right now. I mean, it is moving up right now. If you want to catch on to that grind, go for it. But it seems like since Bitcoin is taking a little bit more of an aggressive turn down here as it's testing out 64,000, around somewhere between 64 and 65,000. If Bitcoin does continue to move down here, you're going to see Ethereum follow it. So as Bitcoin has this negative momentum at the moment, just be careful with how you choose to play with Ethereum. Point is, don't open a large position if you do open a position at all. Let's see. Hey, Mesut. Link. I'm still waiting for it to close and hold up well above the 200-day moving average. That's when I'm really more excited for it, because as soon as that happens, as soon as that happens on this chart, you're going to have an opportunity to see a golden cross, because the 50-day moving average is right here. It's just right there. Here's the 4 hour. Just kind of waving around, and the moving average is kind of around here, the 50 on the day chart. Excuse me, the 200. As soon as we're able to break above that, I'm fine with the link. Will it drop down below where it is at now before then? Possibly. I would say you could start taking a small position right now. It might come back down here to 25.81, maybe a couple dollars less. That might be a key position to buy in at. If you want to wait a little bit until it breaks out, you can also do that. But yeah, anywhere around these levels is fine. I'll just say use a stop loss of about $25, $26 just to protect yourself. That way, if a Bitcoin does take a little bit of a return here over the next few days and goes back down to 60,000, 58,000, whatever it can go down to, then you'll be protected and making sure you're not getting any crazy losses. Hey, no worries, Peter. Thank you very much for the super chat, man. Thank you very much. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I really do appreciate it. There you go here. And here's Dogecoin as well. You see Dogecoin took a little bit of a dip as well from Bitcoin. And since the Bitcoin looks a little bit weaker, it's still an okay opportunity to actually probably buy a short on Bitcoin if we're being honest here. So I'm gonna hold up on buying anything, and I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if I can get a better price on some of these plays. Let's see. Hey, Corn. Hey, Mike. Morning here. It's going to be a good day today. Hey, Corn. Happy to see you. I hope you made some good money today. I hope you took some profits off the table. It's been a wild day today, and I've been so enthusiastic about everything we've been seeing here. Let me put this back over here. There we go. I kind of don't like how we're going down at the moment, but it is what it is. What do you call it? We've had some all-time highs. We're going to let Bitcoin relax, chill. I'm not going to really panic here. There is some plays that are happening today if you guys want to follow them along. One of them right now, Ethereum's still kind of grinding. I think Sol is up, 4%? Yeah, Sol, look at, you see how Bitcoin came down, it's driving Sol down as well. But Sol was going to continue to pump up here over the last few hours. So, and guess what? It was a clear breakout opportunity. So you could have bought right here, even with it going down over the last few minutes. You could have been up 12% on Sol pretty easily off this breakout, especially with Bitcoin booming. When Bitcoin's booming and you have a breakout with an altcoin, usually those two things timing up do work out pretty well. There you go. It actually looks somewhat similar to the Sol chart if you actually look at it like this, right? Except for this breakout happened a while ago, and we were looking to break above this resistance right here, which you saw it consolidated for a little bit, then it continued to break out. There we go. Hey, Hart, what do you think Shiba will go up by the end? Shiba? I have absolutely no idea. I think it will try to reach another all-time high, but right now it's just been slowly bleeding out. It's been following just this very gradual trend line here. I'll pull it up for you very fast. There we go. Here's the day chart. We've all been watching it since this channel, back when it was in the channel. But at the moment, it's just holding over this trend at the moment. It's just holding above this trend line. I'd be looking to buy it next time it taps down here, which could be in the next 2-3 days. Then from there, maybe up to 6,000, maybe somewhere around that, maybe 7,000 up here. It can definitely go up higher than that, but I'm very conservative when it comes to these types of meme coins. I want them to pop, and then I don't know how fast they're going to drop back down. But when alt season starts, we're all going to be like, okay, I could have bought all this stuff at a cheaper price. Or this is the cheap price, right? Hey, Corn, I think it's just the usual morning sale. Yeah, I mean, this isn't too bad. I mean, we're down we're down 2% in the last 2.5 hours. I think overall today, if I go to here to coinmarketcap.com, CoinMarketCap, we're still up 1.2% in the last 24 hours. So I'm not really concerned at all. I mean, just look at all this green. It's a lot of green. Like everything is up right now. I see lots of green on the charts. Everything looks happy. What's down right now? Besides, stable coins look down a little bit, but they're stable coins, so it's not like they're down a lot. FTM is down a little bit. Flow is making a comeback. Flow could be interesting. This is the last 7 days. Flow could be interesting here, guys. Although it is up 18%, it is moving up pretty fast. But flow, interesting. Anything else while I'm looking at here? I'm just looking at the charts. No. Waves could be interesting. ZEC could be interesting. Excuse me. Rev could be interesting here. Anything else that I didn't really see? I like the way the HT token, the Hubai token, took off here today. And Nexo, okay, fine. DYDX could be an okay play as well. Okay, let me hop back off over here. So, guys, we are looking at some good stuff at the moment. Hey, Lagrasso, do you like the idea of DJed rolling out soon by Cody? I don't know what that actually means. DJed rolling out soon by Cody. What's DJed? One of the ancient and commonly found symbols in ancient Egyptian religion. I guess it sounds pretty interesting. I don't know exactly what it is still, but if it's good news, it's good news. If it's bringing more attention to the coin, then yes. Let's see. Hey Justin, there's not an exact set date for like when alt season starts. What normally happens is if I go over here and I show you the market cap, or excuse me, not market cap, but the dominance levels of Bitcoin and crypto. Let's go to 1 year. Oh, sorry, wrong chart. Here we go. 1 year. So you'll see altcoin season last time was back when February, all the way kind of towards the end of May, beginning of April. What happened during this time? We had a drastic reduction in the dominance of Bitcoin, and we saw the dominance within altcoins or others, as they put it on this chart, go up a lot, where it went from 10% dominance for altcoins all the way up to 22%. That is a lot. And then same from Bitcoin, we saw dominance from Bitcoin go down from 70% all the way down to 40%. That is a massive drop. So when we see these types of drops, when we start to see some large dominance dips, that's when alt season usually starts off. It's probably going to take about it's probably going to happen either towards the end of next month or December or January. I would say next 3 months. But you'll notice when it starts happening because everything will start popping off left and right. First, it'll start off with a few different random coins. Like here, we got Ethereum as well on here. Binance Coin, ADA, Tether, Sol, XRP, Polkadot, Doge, USD, and XRP. Right? You're going to start to see some random stuff pop off way back over here. Then once that happens, you're seeing that dominance start to trail off from Bitcoin. You see altcoins coming up and making a lot of people really happy in a very short amount of time. There you go. And so far, Bitcoin's holding on top of 64,000. Maybe that's a new support level. Let's see. Hey, Peter. Bitcoin's dominance is over 60% now. When Doge drops around 40 to 50, 45%. Oh, when it drops to 45%, that's when we can think about any altcoins, in my opinion. Yeah. Well, it'll be happening at the same time. So you're going to see Bitcoin dominance decreasing, but at the same time, you're going to see altcoin dominance increasing. So they're going to like pass each other think of like a bullish cross, a golden cross, where the altcoins are the 50-day moving average, and Bitcoin's dominance is the 200 daily moving average. We're having a cross above it. Excuse me. There we go. Bitcoin's trying to make a little bit of a move here. Let's see what's doing on the 1 minute chart. There we go. That's a W play that is kind of bullish of a double bottom. So let's see what happens. Let's see. Hey Luis. Oh, Elon just sent a tweet out. Okay. I wonder how much money Tesla made off of Bitcoin this last quarter. First stablecoin regulated within itself, Lagrasso? That actually sounds pretty interesting. I don't really like invest in stablecoins, but if I can use it for something to trade, I'll definitely buy some just in case. Elon just tweeted about Bitcoin and Ethereum. Hey, that's good to see. Let's do a quick little peek at it. Elon. $69,420. Get it? That's kind of funny. I was hoping we were going to stop at 69,000 and not 67,000, but me just being me. But yeah, so if you guys don't understand 69, the joke, and then 420, if you guys don't get those jokes, somebody can educate you down in the comment section. Just ask. That is kind of funny though. Let's see right here. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're fine. Anything else from him in the last few minutes? I wonder if he's responded to anybody. Nope, no response just yet. This is a good tweet though. Hopefully that gives Bitcoin a little bit of juice here. Hey, no worries, Justin. Happy to help you out. Let's see. 69,000 flash pump. If that were the case, that'd be lovely. I would love to see a pump like that. Hey, sheesh. Hey, but I picked up HT, had a nice run today, but I was thinking KNC, KuCoin instead for a long play. I like, guys, most exchange coins I think are definitely worth investing in. I invested in just a few $100 here, or a couple $100 actually right now, in that Bidget coin, the BGB coin. How do you do this? Spot. Order history. I don't know how to do this. Well, basically, I bought a few $100 worth of BGB. It's up 5% right now, but I really like just exchange coins. Any coin that has an exchange behind it, those are coins that can last a long time, and at the same time, they're not going to be... over the next few years, you're going to see a lot of projects just fall apart and not survive, right? But most of the exchanges right now, they're going to be either bought up by other exchanges later on, which will increase their coin value, or they're going to survive and become stronger exchanges. And over the next few years, they're going to grow in value drastically, and I mean drastically. And no matter which coin you get, the most expensive ones we know are BNB coin up here, where Uniswap up here. What are the other ones? That's stable coin here. Anything else here? Not Sty. Let's see. Pancake Swap and things like that. So over time, you're going to see a lot of the exchanges that we have now, these newer ones that have really small market caps, when they get up to these levels years from now, and I mean years, it's not going to be like really fast. Although altcoin season may help us help us out with that a little bit. When that happens, you're going to see some fantastic returns in the tens of thousands of percents if they survive. I want to stress if they survive. So make sure whatever exchange you look at, they look like they're stable enough. Which is one of the reasons I've been accumulating this. I'm going to buy a bunch of these coins just because I use that platform. I talk to them enough where I know they're going to survive any hardships they face. And so, and I think they're what's the market cap at? I believe it's it's still very small because they're a newer exchange. BG. Oh, should not have typed in. I should not have pushed that down button. There we go. This is Binance stablecoin. BGB. There we go. Bidget token. Here we go. But the market cap is somewhere around here at 33 million. At least this is what I think it is. I don't know exactly what the number is. I don't think it's that big of a market cap. But you saw today with Bitcoin going up, it went up a little bit here. I bought it a few days ago during one of these little ruts. But I just give it time. You guys don't even have to buy this exact coin. Just invest in a few coins that belong to a few new exchanges. $100, $20, $5, $10, whatever you guys want to put into it. Use it as a long-term hold, and it can go far because exchanges are going to be here for a long time, and it's not like there's just going to be one major exchange player out there. These exchanges are doing crazy stuff in order to get your money. Like right now, if you guys wanted to join Bidget, I have a link down below. But right now, they have a new thing up here. News. There you go. Sorry. Details. So right now, they have a huge contest. They're signing up people now for it. I think its registration is for the next 4 or 5 days or something like that. So what you do is you're going to sign up for this. I'm going to sign up for this a little bit later here tonight. 100 Bitcoin prize and 5 million of their coins prize. You can join a team if you want to join a team, or you can join an individual competition. I'm just joining the individual competition here. But you trade. The number of participants is 805. 805 participants splitting 50 Bitcoin right now. Our current price will 5 Bitcoin. It's going to grow as more people sign up. But I mean, might as well get your share of the freaking pie, and then just trade accordingly. First place gets 40%, second place 20, 10, 30, or 4 through 10, and everybody else is going to get a little piece of it. I'm not saying you guys are going to be in the top 4 or top 10 position of traders, since I know a lot of you guys are new, but you guys can just get a little bit, just get you a slice of it. It's not too hard, and you get rewards by profit, profit loss. The rules, how to win, all that type of stuff. There's a lot of rules. Well, there's not a lot of rules here, but Lucky Lottery, whatever that is. So you get some free points and stuff like that. You can win a PlayStation 5. I've been trying to find a PlayStation 5 for a while, and I have not been able to. I think this is a Sennheiser speaker, actually. Those look like the Sennheisers that I know, but I don't know, actually, if they really are that. You can get a drone, whatever. I mean, it's like they're trying so much stuff to get you guys to join and whatnot. So, I mean, it might as well be worth it. Local ranking chart, go up against Asia, pretty much, it looks like right now. And then you gotta beat them. But this is the team chart though. I'm not participating in the team type of event. There we go. But yeah, so might as well get some free Bitcoin. Plus, when you put some money in there, they give you money anyway. So let's see. Hey, Lagrasso. I'm liking crypto a little too much. I wish I would have gotten involved earlier, like 2018, 2019. Don't worry about it. The thing you got to do now is you got to start doing some research on your own, and you got to start going into coinmarketcap.com. You have to start going into these, looking for these low market cap stocks or coins, under like 50 million, under 100 million, under 200 million. Anywhere under 200 million is good. I prefer under 100 million or under 50 million for my long-term positions. Go to coinmarketcap. Gonna take a second here, guys. Sorry. There we go. Let's go 6. Show rows. Can I? Oh, this only goes up to 100. A little bit faster here for you guys. 8. They need to have one of those little buttons where you can just type it in, and it'll make your life easier. Here we go. So we're on page. What was it? Page 12, and we're at market caps that are around $8 million. Very, very cheap. You will see we're over at number 1,000. What you do is you start looking for coins that have very cheap prices. Here's SafeMoon Inu. Don't go for something that's very small like this where it has lots of zeros. I usually like to go for something that has like 0.00 number or 0.000 number. Preferably 0.000 number. But it's really up to you about how you want to play this. And you look around, you see what can I buy that looks okay. And then once you find something, you got to go into the white paper, check it out, see what they're trying to accomplish, see what their social media looks like, see what their following looks like, see if they actually have a following. If they don't have a social media following, you should not be following them at all. I mean, you should not be investing in them at all. And you see, how have they been doing? Last 60 days up 30%. This year they're up 3,700%. Maybe I want something that's not up that much in the year, right? Something that is yet to pop. I look, but I don't want to see something like this. That's something that's going down, down, down. It's just losing interest over time. I want to see something that usually has a bunch of green, but just hasn't really popped off so much. So this air block, this one could be decent. 7 million. It's up a little bit here. It's down a little bit over the last 60 days. That's nothing too concerning, and it's only up 67% this year. So it definitely has a chance to go up even higher. My only problem with it is it's over a penny. So I probably wouldn't get into this one. But you have lots of opportunities here. Lots and lots of opportunities. And once you find something you like, let's say I like, let's see. This X-Max right here. Nice little spike a few days ago, and it came back down. Somebody tried to pump it up here a little bit. With Real Track, looks okay. Data, DTA, Paint, E-Network, Atlas Protocol. Let's say Atlas. Atlas sounds like a cool name. Let's see. Here you go. Then once I find out, I do a little bit of research. I go to the website. I say, what's the website? Free trial. What's the free trial for? Hold on. Ads. Oh, it's an ads company. So it looks like they have something going on here. I don't really like the website. I want the website to tell me what they're doing really fast, and then just explain, hey, you should buy our coin, basically. So it's a leading blockchain advertising platform. Well, that's not too bad. My only thing is, looking at this coming from a social media background, I could easily see Google just start doing this themselves eventually. But it's worth looking at. And let's say, okay, let's assume I just wanted to buy it. I'm not, but let's just assume I wanted to. I'd come down here, and I would see Atlas Protocol markers. Where can I buy this? Who Buy Global, Gate.io, and those are where I can buy it at. And I would proceed to buy it, and then just kind of hold it in a wallet for a long-term position. And if it ever pops up and goes crazy, then I'm happy and I made some good profit off of it, right? With these types of coins, you want to have a little bit of money turn into a lot of money. That's how you normally play these types of coins at the very end of it, like very low market caps. With Bitcoin, it takes a lot of money to make a lot of money. For Ethereum, it takes a lot of money to make a lot of money. ADA, a lot of money to make a lot of money. Sol, a lot of money to make a lot of money. Over and over and over again, it's going to take you guys a lot of money to make a lot of money. Like, I mean, talking about like really huge gains. It's only when you get to those smaller market caps that are under 100 million and under 200 million that you start to see that small amounts of money turn into crazy large amounts of money. And that's what makes it so hard, because, you know, those coins that are very small, they really don't have huge name recognition. And that's why I said it's a mix of looking at these coins that have low market caps, and a cheat sheet you can just use is Reddit. Usually people on Reddit have really good explanations of why you should buy a coin, why you shouldn't buy a coin. They're not really pumping it up as much, saying this is why I bought it, here's why I personally did it. You guys don't have to, but if you guys like it, it might not be a bad idea to follow along, right? So, you know, it's pretty nice. Let's see. Hey, Cryptoker, probably Doge with its superior market cap at the moment. Hey, Justin, it's going to take some time for Bitcoin to pop. Bitcoin for me is a long-term hold, so I'm not really expecting to do anything crazy. When altcoin seasons happens, that's when everything in totality is going to start popping off and popping and popping and popping off. Hey, Keegan. Michael, I know I asked this a lot lately, but could you check AMD real fast? Yeah, let me check it out. I saw that AMD today and Apple had some really crazy endings to the day, or middle of the day shenanigans, so to speak. Yeah, this is what I was looking at in the middle of the day. Looks like it came back up a little bit. It's consolidating right now. I'd give this one more day if you still want to hold those calls. Then I'd consider just selling off and just, you know, maybe selling 80% of my position off. What you're seeing right now is maybe a little bit of worry as we're heading into earnings coming on the 26th for AMD. But if you actually go over here to, what can I do right here, FinViz. You saw the Nasdaq took a nasty dip, S&P 500 took a nasty dip, Dow took a tiny dip, and didn't do anything crazy. So it wasn't just some of these plays. You saw a lot of other stuff go down. In fact, actually, Google came down today, Disney came down, Microsoft came down, Nvidia. And the fact that AMD actually managed to stay up was pretty surprising. Same with Apple. Banks are still going up here a little bit. ABT is a strong buy right now. Utilities have some money moving in them, and same with healthcare. Something for you guys as well. So I actually started a new channel because my published videos don't do well enough on this channel because I normally just stream all the time. So what I did is I made another channel here specifically for my published videos, so I don't really have to do much back and forth between streaming and published. One channel will be for streaming, the other one will be for published videos. So what I'll do very fast here is here we go. My other channel, here we go. And you can see I have to put a new thing up here. I'm paying somebody to do it now. But if you guys want to, I'll put the link address. If you guys want to like go there very fast and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I'm gonna try to get this channel up and running pretty darn quickly here. And every single day, I'm gonna tell you guys what stocks are breaking out, what options you guys might want to buy if you guys want to play them, and what puts in case they do not work out, what puts you can buy to actually make a little bit of profit off of them as well. And then if I see any breakouts happening live, I'll make a quick short video, like a 60-second short video saying, hey, this is breaking out right now. You might want to check this out. And then I'll also be doing these longer form videos where if I go right here, this is like the first couple seconds of the video, what it looks like. All right, bullish breakouts. I have my flat screen TV behind me. This is my own stream that you guys watch during the day out here. Little subscribe button, whatever. And then when I pull up the video, here, hold on a second. Here, you're gonna see this little side swipe. It'll say the stock, the price, the target, how the strategy, and like, you know, whatever else is in here, expiration dates, and whatever the bottom thing says. I should probably move that up a little bit. Earnings November 2nd, just as a warning to when the earnings come up. So every single stock that I have, you have a list of information to kind of help you out, which makes it a lot easier. That way you don't have to like ask so many questions. It'll be right there for you guys to kind of see, and you guys can take your own notes. And I got my pen right here, which I take my notes on. I have my little notebook somewhere. Oh, yeah, right here. There we go. Little notebook. So I write my notes, what I think and whatnot, and I just put them on the screen for you guys, and it'll help you guys out a lot as far as trading. So if you guys want to click on that link and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. It's hard to start a channel off from zero, so any help you guys can give me would be greatly appreciated in that respect. Let me hop off of here for now. Go back over here. AMD, give it like maybe one more day max, unless it's, see if it's able to pop off and break out. There we go. Bitcoin back to the 5-minute. This is Bitcoin on the 15-minute, guys. So you can see how it just kind of came up, came back down. Now it's consolidating again. We'll wait and see what happens. Hopefully it can come up a little bit more. It won't come all the way up and boom, but it might come all the way back up here towards 66,000 or so. See. Hey, Brandon, thank you for joining the Ruby level. Thank you very, very much, man. Brandon, if you have any question whatsoever, please do not hesitate to ask, man. Please do not hesitate. Being a Ruby level member means any question you have, it gets answered, my man. So thank you very much for joining. Hey, Corey, I haven't looked into Hydra too much. I bought some of it a while ago. It's just in like a wallet. The only reason I bought it is because I thought it can be a memeable coin where everybody's like, Hail Hydra when it hits social media. That was the only reason I bought it. I have no idea what the project is, no idea. I'm just assuming one day there's going to be a Hail Hydra and people are going to go freaking crazy when that coin hits Twitter. That's my only reasoning for it. Hey, Luis, Bitcoin started at 3K, now at 39,000, hold on, 396,000. Hey, there you go, man. There you go. It's a good long-term position in my opinion. Don't go too heavy into it, but definitely buy enough where you feel like you have some exposure. So if over the next few years, you can definitely make some great returns on it. Hey Ken, since you use SafeMoon as an example of a coin with too many zeros, I think you are very bullish on SafeMoon in particular. Funny, I was just about to ask you for your opinion on SafeMoon. Well, I think it's fine. I don't want them to have too many zeros, yeah. But I think SafeMoon is an okay amount of zeros, but when, I don't know. If once you get to the shape amount of the zeros, I start getting like, It's how many zeros it has with the market cap. So when it has a lower market cap, it's okay to have more zeros. It's okay to look a lot smaller than what it is. But when when you have a major market cap above $1 billion and you still have so many zeros, when there's no chance to ever hit a penny for that thing, for a long, like very, very long time with hyperinflation included, you got to be like, you got to be worried about it a little bit. But SafeMoon, it definitely has a lower market cap, so it can afford to have too many zeros there. Hey Justin, I don't have time for any one-on-one type of things. I tried to do a little bit of a group type thing where they paid like $50 a month or something like that, and I just canceled it. It was too much. I don't have time for all that type of stuff. I'm usually pretty busy when it comes to trading, doing my YouTube stuff. I'm hunting, taking care of my mom every now and again. I visit her every day. Picking my sister from school every now and again. I just don't have the time for all the extra training type stuff, which is why I try to spend as much time as I can on the streams, kind of helping you guys out when you have some questions. Hey, Morgoth, really enjoyed that video. Can't wait to see more. Hey, thank you, Morgoth. I really do appreciate for watching the video. Hey, no worries, Luis. Happy to help you out, my man. Hey, Alex. I would say more in December range. I can see it happening. We're gonna have some type of consolidation period coming up here, whether it be this month, next month, or December, or we're gonna have to hold for a little bit before Bitcoin makes a big move. Let's see. Have I seen Luna? I mean, I've been watching it. I don't think it's done anything crazy in the last few minutes, but I can take a peek for you. Yeah, this hasn't done anything crazy. Had a nice breakout that we saw. It's just consolidating right now. Not doing anything bad. It's probably going to fall down a little bit more here in the next few minutes. Might be a good opportunity to buy some more, but let me go to the day chart here. I didn't even break. I broke down, then it tried to break back up above that level. So I guess that would have still been an opportunity, but yeah. This is the new trend line. With Bitcoin coming down here a little bit, I'd say hopefully, I might look at a 20-day moving average as your level of support. But this thing can definitely come back down all the way down to $37 or so for $5 per coin loss. So, not bad, but not the time to be buying. Just wait for this to continue to grind up bit by bit, and you should be okay. Hey, Jonah, can I look up Tesla? Yeah. I know Tesla had a good earnings report. I don't think it actually did anything crazy during after hours. Yeah, I went down a little bit after hours, actually. All right. Curled up, came up pretty darn strong, especially with Bitcoin making some big moves here as well. Today, didn't really do anything. It went up, what, $1.53, 0.18%. Going into after hours here, it dropped down just a tad down here to about 1%, about $9. So nothing too crazy. We'll see how the market responds to it tomorrow. But we are a little overextended on this trend line here, guys. There we go. We're pretty darn overextended. If we go over to the 4-hour chart as far as Tesla's concerned, let me hop off of that extended and just go to regular hours here. Oof, what are we looking at here? Something more like this maybe. Well, Tesla can come back down to maybe $820, $815, somewhere around there. That's definitely a possibility for Tesla. I feel bad though because Michael Burry was a heavy shorter on Tesla, and he bought it around here, so he's lost a lot of money, a lot of money on this Tesla short attempt. They don't call him the destroyer of shorts for no reason. Rightly so, man. I was a little worried for him because I remember seeing Burry was shorting it, and ARK Investments took their position out of Tesla, and then boom, Tesla's just going like back. Just crazy right now. Just absolutely crazy. So right now I say Tesla's still okay. Watch over the next few days because earnings might make it kind of come back down a little bit after we have all the news and all the good stuff that happened. FOMO might kind of die off from Tesla and it might come back down to those lower $800 levels. What's trending music? There we go. People are talking. Oh, that's fine. Who cares? There you go. Hey, BBY. 65? Yeah, definitely a possibility for 65 in the next hour. Yeah, that's not too hard. We're about less than 900 points away from that. Oh, sorry. We're less than 300 points away from that. So, yeah. Hey, no worries, Brendan. I appreciate it a lot, my man. Thank you very much for joining. I really do appreciate that. Hey, Margot, do you think Robinhood will have Shiba Coin one day? Yeah, probably. I don't think it'll do much to help Shiba out, but yeah, I think they'll definitely have it one day. I think right now they're just trying to frantically solve their wallet issue and get a wallets on board as fast as possible. I know they're scrambling to try to get that done. Oh, hey, Alan Time. Hope you're doing well, my man. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. Oh, thanks, Justin. I appreciate it, my man. I appreciate the subscribe. Yep, adding for a long term 2 to 5 years. There you go. I mean, BitTorrent might not be better than any other. Well, I think it is. But what do you call? If you hold on to some of these coins for years, it's just going to make you more profit than if you just kind of buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, because you're not going to get that entire value out of it. Hey, thanks, She's the Only. I appreciate it, my man. Yeah, great chat. Subscribe to see you again on here regularly. Hey, thanks, man. And if you want to, you can always subscribe to the other channel I have now, too. This one, I talk about different breakouts, and I do technical analysis. But instead of the live stream, because I'm not always streaming, obviously, I do a little quick analysis saying, hey, here's the key breakout points. If you guys are looking for a place to buy in somewhere, I tell you guys, hey, here's that opportunity to buy and make some money through crypto. That way, you guys aren't coming to me after the breakout's already occurred. Because sometimes I'm just busy, right? You guys aren't coming in late. You guys are able to see it when I see it, and you guys are able to buy at the right time instead of buying a little bit late and being like, oh, did I miss it? Did I miss it? Did I miss it? So I just posted a link from my other channel below. I just started it today, so it is brand new. Brand new. Let's right here. Hey, Alex. Most of the coins on my list here I have somewhat of a small position on. Bitcoin, Doge, Ethereum, Matic, ADA, XRP, BitTorrent, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, XLM, EOS, STMX, Sol, FTM, Sheeb. Sheeb is a very small one. BSV, DOT, Link, and Luna. I all have small positions in those ones, or small to large positions. All of those positions actually have small. A lot of them I have smaller, longer-term positions in them, and I have a lot of swing trades in them ready for alt season coming up. Hey Justin, how do I become a member? So if you're on your phone, I think it's a little bit of a process. I know that if you want to become a member, you can. How does it work? You if you go to my website, let me just go here. I'll show you. It's a little bit easier. If you're on a desktop computer, which you probably aren't, because you know we're all watching this on a stream, you can click this join button, and it'll show you like a $199 a month membership, $4, $25 membership, whatever one you want to choose. It doesn't make a difference. Your questions will get answered regardless. You hit join, and then it does something like this, where you go through PayPal or you add your debit card and pay card. You go through like Google, I guess, and yeah. So that's how you do it. If you're on your phone, I think I have to put a link down here. So what I can do very fast is, let me see if I can do this right here. I'm gonna go back here for now. There's a way to do this. I know there's a way to do this. Memberships. There you go, copy. I have a link right here. There we go. Okay. And then from here, what I'll do is I'll update this actual section. And right here, I'll do become a member today. Make it kind of catchy. But here, if you guys refresh your stream right now, you guys are going to see that link pop up right there. There you go. There you go. So you guys should be able to see that link now. There you go. Hey, Lade. I got a, or maybe Lade. Sorry. I got a feeling this Robinhood thing is going to make the whales crash the market. Want to make a bet on these haters? Oh, yeah. There's going to be a lot of craziness what happens when Robinhood does wallets. There's going to be, I won't say it's going to crash. Increased volatility. So it might come down really hard. It might come fast up really fast. It's going to be intense. But money to be made during those volatility levels. Hey, Edric. Yeah, so as far as Doge is concerned here, there you go. Hey, Tanya, thank you so much for becoming a Rebuild member. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask, okay? Do not hesitate to ask. Because basically, guys, when you guys become a member, you guys get kind of like preferential treatment about how I answer my questions. Mostly because you guys are supporting the channel. And you guys tend to stay here a lot longer than other people. Because other people kind of flow in and out between the streams. And they go, like, some people go to Tame the Ark. Some people go to, what's that one guy? The Dogecoin hyper guy that's really, like, hyping up everything all the time. Matt Wallace. Final Stand, that's his channel. And so when you guys stay here and you guys ask questions, you guys are usually like, I can kind of track your learning process, and I can see if you're becoming a better trader or not. But anyway, yeah. So Dogecoin did break out of this trend line today. The only thing we're seeing right now for Dogecoin is this. Okay. Good news, it's still riding above this trend line right here. Okay. Also good news, we broke out. We're done with this little bit of a downtrend. Now we're probably going to come sideways. We're going to be waving around up here before we make another pop. Short term, though, we have an opportunity to break above the 200-day moving average. That would be amazing to see for Dogecoin right here, right? We need to break above that, because once we break above that, then we just have to worry about, what, 32 cents and all the way back up here to 35 cents. Just imagine how crazy that'll be once we get back up to those levels. I think right now we're going to continue to grind up here, eventually break above 30 cents over the next few weeks. Whether we hold or not too worried. We're going to break above 30 cents, excuse me, and then we're going to come back down, keep on doing the wave motions, and then from there, at least this is just what I believe, alt season is going to start somewhere around here, end of November, December, and that's where we start looking at an opportunity for Dogecoin to do. There we go. Do a little bit of work right here, do a little bit of work, and then we'll start to see it do a little bit more curling up here. And you're going to see a lot of different coins doing stuff like this. And then eventually keep on going higher and higher with some trouble at these key resistance levels right here. But I think Dogecoin is going to be able to break through these bit by bit, right? It's going to be a little bit of a tap, come back down, then try to continue the breakout. And it'll happen faster than how I depicted it here. You can see how fast this stuff occurred right here, right? How fast it happened with the head and shoulders right here. it'll happen much faster. It's not going to take all the way until like February for Dogecoin to really break out there. But it's going to take a little bit shorter time. But I just want you guys to be able to see the way it's going to kind of work out. It's not going to be if you squeeze it, I guess it'll look a bit more like a little bit more vertical. But you guys get my point. But yeah, I think it'll be fine for as far as I think Doge will be fine. I'm still holding my Doge. I only have about 60,000 coins at the moment. So if any of you guys were here at the beginning of my stream when I first started all this stuff, I told all of you guys I was going to sell half my Dogecoin at 50 cents. I did sell half of my Dogecoin at 50 cents. I got a lot of hate for it, and I mean a lot of hate when I sold my Dogecoin at 50 cents. But I was just like, I bought at 0.0024. I am happy with those profits. That's like tens of thousands of % profit back. And people are like, you trade or whatever. Guess what? When Dogecoin finally crashed back down to like 18 cents, 16 cents, I still got a lot of money out of that whole thing out of it, right? Now I'm continuing to hold the rest of my position, and I'm looking to sell Dogecoin around 80 cents to anywhere to $1. Probably 80 cents. I'm gonna let some ride on a little bit longer. That's what my plan is, at least. But I'm trying to sell at a good price. I don't care about getting the all-time high price. I just want to sell at a good price where I'm like, I just made a bunch of money. I am fine if I don't make a humongous amount of money, so to speak, right? So thank you very much, Tanya, for joining the Ruby Level. I really do appreciate it. And hey, hey, Justin, thank you very much for joining the Ruby Level as well, man. Thank you guys very much. I really do appreciate that. Every single time you guys have a question, feel free to let me know, even if it's in one of my other videos, right? The only thing I'm a little concerned about is, you guys know I made that other channel. Your membership won't transfer over there, but I know your guys' names by now. So if you guys have a question, I'll be happy to answer it in the comments, as well as anybody else's, frankly. So thank you guys very much for becoming members. Hey, Aaron Green. Hey, Michael, did you already do TR for DOT? Not yet, but I will do it here in just a second. Hey, good evening, Michael. I was hoping TradingView doesn't lock me up tonight. Did Elon tweet about Bitcoin and Ethereum? Yes, he did. He tweeted well, something that you're gonna find inappropriate. But he typed in this 69 and 420. So pretty much, sex and weed is what he's going after at the moment. But that was enough to give it a small little pump here. Let me get it right here. This was the little pump he gave us right there. And you saw it hasn't done too much for us. We've already started to bleed back down a little bit here. But it did have a little bit of an effect on the market. Oh, yep, you already said, yeah, he didn't make too much of it. Exactly. Hey, Brandon, moving everything into Voyager when I get my Robinhood wallet, not a bad idea. The one thing I will tell you guys about you guys' exchanges and whatnot, always make sure that you don't put a massive, and I'm talking about like tens of thousands of dollars, into some of these apps. I just want you guys to understand that a lot of these apps are not FDIC insured, and you guys may be saying, what the heck is FDIC insured? What the heck is SPIC insured? Well, that means if, like on Coinbase, if your account is hacked, they are not liable to pay you back any of the money. You're not insured. Well, if you guys have a bank, I use Chase Bank, I use Capital One banks, I use a few different banks here. Now, if let's say I'm at Capital One and somebody hacks my card and they spend $50,000, and they go to the mall and spend $50,000, and my $50,000 is out of my account. Well, as soon as I tell Chase or Capital One what happens, because I'm FDIC insured, or the bank is, I will get all of that money back. All of that money back, okay? And that's the beauty of being FDIC insured. But there are a lot of apps out there, Voyager, Coinbase, a lot of the apps are not fully FDIC insured. So your money that's in their account may be FDIC insured, but your crypto is not. And usually they steal the crypto and they transfer it over to another wallet, and then they may steal your money and whatnot, but usually it's much easier to steal your crypto than it is to steal your money out of the account. So just as a heads up, be very cautious about... what are you doing, dog? He's like right between my legs. Be very cautious about how much money you guys want to put in these apps, just as a little bit of a heads up. Not to scare anybody, but it just, many of you guys will probably never be hacked, but it's just kind of a precautionary note. Let's see. Hey, Ezzy Busy. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. Your analysis is superior. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I'm not too much of a hyping guy, unfortunately. There's a lot of other YouTubers that are really good at hyping up stuff. They have a lot of views because of that. I'm not so much of a hyper. I'm an introvert that likes to talk to people on YouTube. But if we ever meet in person, prepare for me to say a lot and be very very awkward. Yeah, right. I'm gonna keep on saying it. my point is, you know, I'm not gonna try to be a super hyper guy. Ask people like Heat or some of the other members that have been here for a long time. My mods, I don't hype stuff up. Most of the time, I'm a little off on some of these plays, but I'm not gonna like tell you guys to buy something that's clearly going down. I know there's been a few crypto scandals going on over the past few days. I heard that Tame the Arc channel had a big crypto scandal. Well, I guess he was dumping a whole bunch of Dogecoin or something like that. And then Upshot had a huge scandal as well. So I'm trying to avoid any of those types of things and just be kind of like here's what's going on. Here are the possibilities. If we start going down, this is where our next level is. If we start going up, this is our next level. That way you guys are prepared for whatever happens. And that way I'm not just telling you guys, hey, buy, or hey, short. I'm leaving that decision up to you, but telling you guys, hey, if we break above this level, we have a better chance of continuing to follow that trend, so to speak, right? Hey, Nick, I'm in New York, so I'm stuck with Robinhood regardless. Oh, yeah. New York and Texas have a hard time getting some of those superior apps, those crypto apps out there. I'm hoping you're going to be able to get it. Maybe you got to move out of New York before that happens. But New York's a lovely place. I like it out there, especially up out of the city up northeast New York. I love it out there a lot. Hey, Tony. So if you're new, Bitcoin did just say all-time highs. Usually not the best time to be buying Bitcoin is at all-time highs here. But what I would say is, since you're just new and you're trying to accumulate a small position here, maybe think about, every 2 weeks when you get paid, or I don't know if you're paid every 2 weeks, every day, however you get paid, I would put a little bit of money into Bitcoin, a little bit of money into Ethereum, a little bit of money into any other coin you deem worthy. And I'm just talking about, if you get paid $2,000 per paycheck, probably put anywhere from $50 to $100 into crypto. It could be any coin you choose. Just pause a little bit in there, and do that. Paycheck after paycheck after paycheck after paycheck. Just kind of add that in there. The way I did it, I just took a little bit out of my retirement account, and guess what? At this point, Bitcoin's been doing better than my portfolio, my retirement portfolio. Shocker. So it hasn't been it hasn't been a bad thing for me. And I think that'd be a good way to go. You don't actually have to put a bulk position right now since we are all-time highs. Just put a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. And then what you can do over time is a lot of these apps actually have interest, which is a very good way for you to make money, even if you have you're not crazy, you're not putting crazy amounts of money into crypto. So if you go to Voyager, I have a link for Voyager if you want to try it out down below. But go right here and you get some of the old interest rates. I don't know, I got to find the newest ones. But you see, if you have Aave, 3% annual interest rate, basic attention token is 1, Bitcoin is 5.75%. You have to have a certain amount of the coin in order to make it work, right? But you have stuff like this. This is a stable coin right here, USDC token. This is stable, which means it's always going to equal $1. Well, if you have $100, you have 9% yearly interest, and it's compounding interest month after month after month after month after month. And you compare this USDC, which is 9%, to a Wells Fargo savings account, and let's say, okay, hold on. I'm not gonna get out of this because it's gonna take me to the main page. You can see 0.01%. Would you want to leave that money in a bank where you have 0.01% or 0.02%, 0.0, 0.02, 0.02, 0.01, whatever, right? Would you want to have that little bit of money? Or would you rather put it in an account like Voyager where you can earn 9%, a whole 9% a year back, right? So that's a much easier way for you to make money throughout the markets right now. So you don't actually have to even invest in Bitcoin if you don't want to. 9% annual interest is so good. I would say just start the process of accumulating a Bitcoin, Ethereum. I am more heavily in Ethereum than I am Bitcoin. You can do that as well. But it's just much easier to do a little bit here, a little bit there. Because if you put a huge amount of money into Bitcoin, especially if you guys are new traders, when it eventually dips, and if you guys are new traders, you're not going to be used to losing money. So you might sell a little early, you might freak out, you might panic, and then at the end of the day, you lost money when your whole goal was just to accumulate and hold over time. So small little bits, it'll keep you going. And be excited, stay excited, watch your portfolio grow and shrink over time. It will do both when especially if you're buying right now at all-time highs. But it'll definitely be worth it years from now when crypto is much higher, right? For instance, Bitcoin right here, remember, Just a few months ago, Bitcoin was back at 32,000, all the way down at 28,000. Well, a little bit after that, people were accumulating coins up here. Remember back in 2017, some people bought all the way back at $18,000. It went all the way down to $3,000. This is where I started buying my first Bitcoin. Actually, it went up, right? And they keep. If you just keep on holding, you buy a little bit here, 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 over and over and over again. Guess what? Are you going to be mad if you buy a little bit here and it goes down? Of course you're going to be a little bit mad, but if you continue to hold and hold and hold, guess what you're rewarded with? This is your reward all the way up here, So just little bit by little bit. Sorry to kind of press at that point, but don't feel like you have to buy huge amounts in bulk. You can just buy a little bit here, a little bit there. The more you buy, usually the better, but we all have lives and we all have bills to pay, so you're not going to you're not going to throw the whole paycheck at it. We can clock this out now. There we go. And we should be able to get that one out. And that one out now. Okay. Hey, no worries, Brandon. If you do want to put your money all into one app, as far as some of these apps are considered, you can do that. I just recommend updating your password monthly. And I really mean that. Updating your password monthly. Every time you switch your password, you should have a notebook that has password section inside of it. And you write, for me, it's like the month of June, the password for Voyager app. The month of June, the password for Bidget. The month of June, the password for KuCoin. On and on and on. The first of every month, I change all my passwords. Every single one. And I am a little bit paranoid about it. But if I lose my money, I would be really pissed off that I wasn't able to just do that simple amount of work every single month. And my passwords are a little bit longer than average because I, want to protect my money, so to speak, right? So it's up to you, but you can split them up and it'll make it a little bit easier for yourself as well. Hey, Corey, TA is better than hype. I have to agree with you there. Although YouTube prefers hype over technical analysis. Hey, Justin, have a great rest of your night, man. Have a good workout at the gym. Have a very, very good workout. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow probably around 11:30 or noon, a little bit later than normal. Normally, I try to go around 11 o'clock. But I'm going to try to give my voice a little bit of a break. My voice is actually starting to wear down over the last few days since I've been streaming quite a bit more than normal. Oh, thanks, 800K. I appreciate it, my man. Hey, thanks to Evil Killer. Evil Killer's been here for a long time. Hey, Michael, once you build up a lot on one of those apps, what do you suggest to put it for most safety? Well, so after you accumulate a lot of crypto, you can actually put it in a wallet that's offline, which means it has no access to the internet, which means no hacker can actually access it. That's what you do after you accumulate a good size of it. So right now, my crypto is not online. If I wanted to sell my Dogecoin right now, I would literally have to wait until tomorrow, go to the bank, go get to my safety deposit box, get my wallet from the safety deposit box, come back here, plug it in, put all my long freaking ass, sorry, bad language, my long password in there, then I would have to transfer it over online, right? Then, only then, I would be able to sell it. See how long of a process that is right there? So it actually happened like during the Dogecoin thing. I literally had to go to my bank, get my wallet, plug it in, then I was able to sell off my Dogecoin. But I wasn't able to sell it when I wanted to. I was, but I was afraid I wasn't. It was pretty close because Dogecoin was moving so fast. I didn't know when the best time to take it out was. But yeah, so you want to put it into a hard wallet or a cold wallet, as they say. Hey, Tanya, want to put at least 40K? Start off with a little bit of money. If you want to use that 40K, $100 a week in your coins. It could be $100 a week in Bitcoin, $100 a week in Ethereum, and do that over and over and over again. Don't feel like you need to put it all in bulk. And then with that last $1,000, I would say you can start to do more speculative plays. So with that last $1,000 here, this is going to be the most high risk part of your portfolio. You're going to be buying coins like Dogecoin before they popped. So you're going to be putting $50 into small coins that are under a $50 market cap, that usually are under a penny. And then you're going to see, you're going to check out the white paper, which you're going to learn how to do eventually. Check out the website to see if they look professional. Check out the social media, see if they have a following behind them. Go to Reddit and see what other people to see it, think about them. Once you do all that type of stuff, then you're going to put down about $50 into it. Once you learn how to do pancake swap and, you know, all the swappy stuff. Once you learn how to do that, then you can start doing that. But right now, since you're a very new trader, slow down. I know it's not what you want to hear, but I have seen people lose $50,000 in a matter of a few months trying to trade crypto. So, you know, be careful. Take your time. Put that money into, you can put that money into an exchange if you want to. That's not a bad idea. Like here, in my description down below, content, live. Okay, it's taking too long to download, to load that page. You'll see a link like this. This is kind of more of a professional type of, more of a professional exchange, which is why I recommend it if you have a lot more money. It's just a little bit more safer. You go to right here. It's called Bidget. You can sign up. They'll actually pay you a good amount of money just for putting your money in here. Actually, they pay you for anything. If you sign up and get $10, your first deposit is 10% capped at $100, so you get $100 as soon as you put money in there. If you know, they give you a lot of money for basically a lot of stuff. What I'd say is, put your money in here. Let it just chill for a little bit. That's one of the things you can do. Or just put a little bit in. I'd probably spread it out a little bit. This is one of your options. And then while you're learning, you can go down here and they actually have a demo account. And so you can actually practice trading with fake money until you learn, until you're good enough to actually trade with your real money, right? And that could be something you're looking at right there. So, so yesterday I started trading with fake money here just to kind of show you guys how stuff would work out. I started off with $5,000 here. I already put it up to $7,800 just because I had a feeling Bitcoin was going to pop yesterday, so I did a leverage position on it. But yeah, so you can start doing stuff right here. And then when you look at things like this, you can go to the spot area, and this is where you can start to go down the list, go to all, and you can start to buy. There's a lot of coins out here. You can take little positions on these coins here. And then you're also going to have a position, you can open up an exchange on this one. There's another exchange called KuCoin that you can do it as well. So you're going to be splitting all that money up. But for now, keep that money in your bank account. Drop like a couple $1,000s here, a couple $1,000 over here. And, you know, you're a member now too. So probably on a slower night when things are a little bit slower, which we do have, believe it or not, I can actually walk you through this a little bit more. Or every now and again, I talk to my members through Instagram or whatnot, so I can also help you out with that as well if you have any specific questions. And this is more of a more complicated thing because you have more money. But for now, hold off, careful, slow it down. You can lose all that money really fast, and there's nothing worse than losing a large amount of money in a quick amount of time. I have felt that pain myself. Well, not as much as $40,000, but like $5,000. I've lost it all once in like a few days' time. It's like your stomach just feels bad. You walk away and you're just not having a good life at that point, right? So, but yeah, I can always help you out with it. I've just seen too many people lose a lot of money in a short amount of time. I don't want that to happen to you. Let's see. Hey, Retro Baby, I'm glad you're making some good money with Dot. And what else was on Luna? Oh, but pretty good right there. All right, guys, if you guys can, please consider liking the video and please consider giving the video a thumbs up and a subscribe if you guys can. I would appreciate it a lot. Oh, and quick thing right here, guys. If you guys do like, let me see if I can find this right here. If you guys do like technical analysis for Bitcoin and for options and stocks, I have made a new channel here. And it's going to be just published videos. So I'm going to make this channel mostly for streaming because this is what I normally do on here, just stream. But if you guys like published videos and you guys like content where I break it down for you in a different way, I think you guys are going to like this new channel here. And basically this new channel has a concept like this. Let's see if I can find it. Again, I'll just play it a couple seconds. Little intro saying, hey, this is what we're going to talk about today. I have my little notebook here talking about the plays of the week that we're going to be talking about. And I'll talk about what money moving into different type of sectors. And then from there, you see the little subscribe button and whatnot. But as soon as it pops up, you're going to see this little tab pop up and I'll tell you the whole thing. Price, target, calls, like the plan, expiration, and the earnings date. In case the earnings is coming up soon, that does affect the price for stocks and whatnot. And it'll do the same thing for crypto, except for crypto won't have like the earnings date because, no earnings. So If you guys do want to subscribe, I would appreciate it a lot, and it'll give you guys some great technical analysis. You guys will be able to learn a whole bunch of stuff about the markets as well. One quick thing we did talk about today here is, and I'll be doing specific videos about this as well. We were talking about how today we actually saw money moving out of this technology because we saw AMD go down, Nvidia go down, Snow go down, and a few other plays go down. But what we saw was real estate and utilities and healthcare really kicking it off a little bit, and energy still continuing to move. So these are the plays you want to be looking at, especially with the 1 week. Technology still doing okay. But what do we have? Healthcare is making a move up, energy is making a move up, and real estate's making a move up. So those are some of them. That's where you want to see a little bit of your money flowing into those sections as well. Because what we did a couple weeks ago is we looked at energy and said energy was going up. We need to buy some options, or we need to buy some stocks that have energy in them. So if I go to the screener very quick and I go to breakouts, and we go to the sector that says energy, and we look at the charts, look what happened to all these charts over the past few weeks. Up, up, boom, boom, boom. This one's still grinding. Boom, 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 boom. And we were able to make some good money off of some of these plays here, right? And you guys don't actually have to trade options on these. You guys can just trade the stocks. But when we saw energy, we were able to catch some of these late moves right here. Right here, not everything goes up, but enough of what does go up where you can make some good profits out of it, okay? A little bit here, a little bit there. I think there was only about 3 out of the 12 or 20 I just showed you, 15 to 20 I just showed you, that did not go up. So the odds were, if you follow the money where the money was moving from sector to sector, you guys could have hopped on that train and just made some good, easy profits with that method, okay? So that's some of the stuff we talk about that channel. Well, I'll be talking about in the future. I just started it today, so it's brand new, brand spanking new. But I appreciate you guys following, like I really do, guys. Let's see here. Hey, Logasso. Yeah, definitely get your dad. Yeah, definitely get your dad in there. Don't force your dad to trade too much crypto, but if he just wants to plug some money in there to get some interest, like some easy interest, definitely. Like, tell him it's way better than a bank. Just don't put so much money in there where you might be a target for a hacker, but most people aren't, right? Hey, Retro. I'm panicking because I accidentally bought Bitcoin at 64.9, and I don't know if it's going to reach 65,000. It can. So far, it's still doing fine. It's still right now. It's still getting higher lows off of this bounce off of 64,000. I would say 64,000 could be your stop loss if you wanted to, where you can cut the losses. Better to cut your losses than become a bag holder. And that's if you're doing more of a short term play. If you're doing long term play, it might go up. It'll go up later on. But if you're just doing more of like a really short term play right now, keep 64,000 as a stop loss. I know it will be painful to take a loss, but it'll be less painful than if you would become a bag holder and you just have to wait and wait and wait, right? I have my DOT and my Voyager account for that 12% APR. Exactly. It works. And every single month, 12%. Well, you get your piece of that 12% back every month, and it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Hey, Nimi, why keep cryptocurrency with so much fluctuation? Well, because over time it continues to go up. Over time, even with all the ups and downs, it still makes you money if you just buy and hold. It's the safest way to make money in crypto. It is the safest. The only key is you have to find out the best time to buy so you're not actually losing money before it eventually goes up, right? You want to get that best price. A little bit here, a little bit there. Take these small positions into Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you guys will be just fine. Hey, Brendan, I have 2-step. That's perfect. That's perfect. Hey, Captain, I did it. I sold 74% of my alts for Bitcoin. Bought this correction, waiting for altcoin season. Hey, there you go. I'm excited for altcoin season right now. Hey, Alex, I got a Ledger Nano X. Oh, nice. For my birthday, but I'm afraid I might miss a mark on trading. Any tips on what I should do? I would just... If you're talking about like moving it from wallet to wallet, just be very careful. I like to test stuff out first. Usually if you test it out, that's the easiest way to do. Like for instance, when I move money into my Digit account here, I tend to drop a few bucks in there first to see if it works and see if the address worked out for me. And then after I see it goes through, then I add the bulk of my money in there. So I would do small positions in there to test everything out, and then you should be okay. And then you want to take impeccable notes and keep them not online, not in like your Google account or anything like that. Have a notebook that you are not going to lose, and keep all the information about your Nano in there, and it'll protect you. It'll be so nice for you. If you want to have multiple copies of the books, if you want to if you have 3 books, or if maybe one book you put in the lockbox in your room, maybe one book you just have on your office desk, so to speak, right? That's what I would suggest doing. Just take it, be careful with it, but they're not that hard. They're not that hard. Just do a little bit of practicing first. You may lose a bit of money if you make a mistake, but it's better to make the mistake and learn off of it instead of doing one big move and you lose some money. Hey, Ghost Rider, how have you been? I hope you've been doing well. How's your daughter been doing? Hey, Alex, I got a legend in. Oh, it's that. There you go. Let's see. Hey, Heaton, I didn't know I have another link running. Oh, do I have it? What do you mean another link? Let's see. Oh, okay, you guys talking about something else. Hey, Tony, great. Thank you so much. Looking forward to learning from you. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for becoming a member as well. Just, again, take it slowly. I know it's not what you want to hear. Trust me, I know you want to jump head first into this. I know. I'm going to save you a lot of money. I'm going to save you a lot of money. Hey, SB, binary options. I don't do binary options. I never really liked that. I just never liked them. And I just felt like a lot of it was luck, and I just didn't have the skill for it, perhaps. I did Forex, and I was okay with Forex trading. I preferably like options trading, guys. Options are where I make my money. I've done a few good options plays this year. I'm probably going to try to do some more in the next few weeks here. But normally when I buy options, what options do I have here? Yeah. So you see options like AMT and whatnot where I buy. Sometimes when I give you guys calls, I just buy one to keep track of it. So like FTNT was one, Microsoft was one, Apple was one here. Do I have any more here? I think there's a different one that's probably better. Starbucks calls? No, these were the Apple calls I bought. I sold most of these off here. Apple, ALB was one, 160% profit. AMT we sold for a loss that day, but we still made a profit off of it. BA was okay, 64%. C2M, that was a YOLO play. That one lost all of it. I lost all of my money on that one. FTNT was up $60, but I sold that one as well. So, we talk about options and all types of stuff. That's why I told you guys, if you guys want to follow the other channel, you can, because we're going to be talking much more about options and breakouts and money moving between sectors and all that type of stuff. Oops, sorry, doggo. Which is going to make it. Pick up this book here. I can't have my dog eating this book. It would not be good at all. But yeah, so we take time to kind of learn all that stuff. It's not very exciting, but the money you make is exciting, I guess you could say, right? So it's kind of a give and take in that respect. Let's see right here. Hey, William, Ethereum is on the left, yes. Let's see. Right here and look up something for you guys. There we go. Okay. Generate another link. Binary. Okay, yeah. Gold goes up and down, but still goes up too. Exactly, yeah. Bitcoin's been better hedged than gold has been this year, though. What do you say? Yeah, I'll probably cut my loss. Good thing it was only $10. Okay, yeah, exactly. It's not too much at all. Well, don't cut your loss until it hits 64,000, because right now, Bitcoin right now is still on higher lows here. This is a 5-minute chart. This is the daily chart right now. So it could still be okay. But yeah, short term, you could always get back up to 65,000 right here, then sell, and then just walk away with nothing. Jimmy. So, but this is a 5. It's up to you whether you want to sell now or early. It's only $10, like you said, so it's not gonna be crazy. Okay, I thought I saw that. Oh, hey, it's Lagrasso. Can you explain fully diluted market cap on coins, please? Oh, so you must be talking like if I go here towards Bitcoin or something like that, and you see this little this thing right here that says load. Fully diluted market cap. So what that is this is going to be the price of Bitcoin multiplied by all the coins that is on the market right now, right? I think I can. Hold on. I can just. There's probably a better. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Bloop. This is the easiest way for me to just search for you. A fully diluted market cap, on the other hand, is measures the market cap when all the coins are issued. It is the sum of the maximum supply of the coin multiplied by the current price of the coin. Does that make sense? That's why it's more than the actual market cap of Bitcoin, because this is if all the coins had this price, that would be the market cap. This one is what the current, like all the coins that are currently bought, not all the coins, plus the multiplied by the price. That's the market cap, if that makes sense. It's a small subtlety. I don't usually worry about the fully diluted market cap all too much, but there are a lot of times when you go on a Coin Market Cap or CoinGecko or any of these sites where you actually don't have the market cap, you just have the fully diluted market cap because the market cap isn't really known just yet. Or that data is not being transferred over to it from the actual exchange or the actual, the actual owners of the coin, because they themselves might not even know. Hey, Capital, I think AMP is a good play for a long-term hold. It's been doing okay over the last few days. I think it's going to go up further, but I'm not going to buy it or play around with it until altcoin season starts. Let's see. She's good. Her fractured ankle is healing. Thank goodness she is on a mission in Somalia for a week. Oh, that's good to see right there. I'm hoping she's having a good time, even with the ankle. I can't even imagine. I don't know exactly. I popped my ankle. I don't know what it was. I had a cast for like a few months on my ankle. It just kind of popped. But yeah, I totally get you. It was not a good experience, but I'm happy she's doing fine. At least she's in Somalia. When I messed up my ankle, Ghost Rider, I was actually in Montana during negative like 20-degree weather, and I was using crutches on ice, and I was slipping and sliding and falling on my back and hurt. It's not having a pleasant time. So I'm glad she's having some fun out there. Or I don't know if it's fun's the right word, but I'm happy she's probably enjoying herself out there. And there you go. It's back up to 65,000 for you. So now you can break out even, or you can hold a little bit longer until it runs into the 50 moving average there. Let's see. Hey, Corey, how much investment ratio between crypto and stocks? 20% crypto, 80% stocks. I like the stability of the stock market for some of my plays. Also, I prefer to trade options, which I can trade in the stock market. And as far as crypto is concerned, I like it. I don't need a lot of money to make a lot of money in the crypto markets. Right? I don't use leverage. I don't trade with leverage in the stock market, but I trade with leverage in the crypto markets. So what I'll do is let me change this music up lo-fi. So what I'll do right here is I'll show you something. I'll go to a demo account, which means this is not my real money. This is not my real money. I'm doing a example for you guys. So you're gonna see right now that Bitcoin's not really moving too much. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up a long order. I'm gonna open up an order right here, and that's gonna be 125x leverage. Okay, so right here, we've gone. Let's make a little bit of a down trade. So I'm gonna put down $1,000. Or no, what's more realistic for you guys? $500 for you guys. $500. And I'm gonna buy a long right here. $500. Okay. Now you'll see that I just opened a position for Bitcoin. Again, this is a fake trade. This is not my real money. 1 minute chart here. We just bought it here. I want it to go up. Right? I want it to break above this 200 moving average on the 1 minute chart, and I want it to go up a little bit more. And the same with the 5. I want it to break above the 50 here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait, and you're going to see each little tick here. This little tick right here, we've moved up. Just wait a couple seconds for it. Whichever way it goes, up or down, I don't care. I'm just trying to make sure you guys make a point here. Okay, it's gonna reject it right now. Okay, so hold on. So we bought right here, and currently the price is down 0.06%, okay? 0.06%. Remember that, 0.06. But because I use 125x leverage, I'm currently down at about 1.5%, okay? Well, it's kind of popped back up now, so now we're in the green again. But you can see how just that small amount of movement can give me a good amount of profit. And because of that, I don't need actually a lot of money to trade in the crypto realm. I have a lot of money for long-term positions in crypto. Right now, if you look at my portfolio, it's probably closer to 40-60 at the moment because crypto's grown so much faster. And that's okay. I'm happy to keep it at that level. But most of the time, I like to have a small amount of money in crypto. And then I like to just, unless it's like a long-term position, then I'm fine with having it stay there for a long time. But I just make more money in the stock market when I feel, no, I don't make money. I do make more money in the stock market. And I just feel safer. I just feel safer in the stock market. It's more of a preference thing for me, right? Okay, and now you see this little teeny dip right here. It's battling right now. We'll come back to it in a couple seconds. But this little bit of a dip right here. Now I'm down 5%. Now I'm down 6%. Now I'm down 7%. Right, 7% for that little teeny tick. Now imagine if it comes all the way back down here. I'd be down 100%. But if it went up here, I'd be up 100%. Right, and Bitcoin would not move 100. Like Bitcoin's not. If it goes up here, Bitcoin is not up 100%, so to speak. Right, and that's one of the reasons I like crypto having a smaller portfolio size, and also when I was setting up my portfolios for this type of stuff, crypto is much more risky, much more risky. So I like to protect myself from too much risk. Especially since, when I trade stocks and whatnot, I usually know which way everything's going. It's much easier to understand what's happening in the stock market. There's less whales pushing down. There's less manipulation in the marketplaces. It's much easier to see what's going on. I can keep track of all of what my senator is buying on the markets, what like Nancy Pelosi's buying on the markets, and make myself a little bit of money on top of that as well. So, long story short, it's my risk analysis. Low key, it's going back up, so I'll wait a little bit. Let's see. Hey, Sly. Alt season will start when Bitcoin dominance starts to waver off here. Yeah, no worries, Luis. Happy to help you out, my man. Hey, Ghost. Did you see AMC's drop today? I am excited. I have not seen AMC's drop today. Let me check it out very fast. Oh, yeah, it did take a little bit of a drop. Wait for Bitcoin here. Go to the daily. Yeah, it's trying to break out here. I'm just waiting for it to break out, but it does have earnings coming up here November 5th. So if it's going to do anything, I better do it fast before this earnings results come in because it'll get slammed during earnings most likely. Last earnings it tried to pump up, it came down. Earnings before that came up a little bit. Then it's on this huge rally here. So yeah, got to give it some time. Got to give this some time here. GameStop doing anything good today actually as well? Well, GameStop finally broke down out of this trend. Now it's going to be grinding up here. Okay, that's good, but this cannot fall down below this trend line again. This is not like the trend line you want to be falling down below. Well, actually it can, but it's really the 200-day moving average that GameStop needs to be aware of. If it falls down below that, I am buying some puts on that sucker. And you can see it's trying to make a little bit of a move here on the this is the 1 minute chart though for Bitcoin. It's trying to. We'll see if it's able to though. There we go. Oh, sorry, it took me a second to get to a question, Justin, but I'm glad you found it. Hey Neil, Ethereum is still a very, very, very good play. I would say Ethereum is a very, very good play. So yeah, don't feel bad about moving some Doge over to Ethereum. A lot of people probably did it, and they're probably looking pretty happy right now. Hey Hunter, I think Dogecoin is going to rise, but I'm not putting a set date on it. I'm waiting for altcoin season. The way I explain Dogecoin to everybody on the channel is Dogecoin pops. When Dogecoin pops outside of altcoin season, sell it, and then buy back when it's back down to lower levels. Because that's the story of Dogecoin. Dogecoin pops and crashes, then pops and crashes. It's what makes it so much fun to play around with, right? So here, let's go back in time to Dogecoin here. Let's look at Dogecoin on the daily. Let me go to auto to just kind of shrink it back up. Okay, let's look at when all this stuff started. Way back here. Way back here, okay? So, back here in January of 2021, we had Dogecoin go up 1,000%. It then proceeded to come back down 75%. Right? Okay. Then proceeded to go up again at 196%. Then proceeded to come down 46%. You could say all the way down here to 50, but I'll say a little bit shorter term. Let's just say 45%, okay? Then, even on this mini play, popped up, came down, popped up, came down. Then what do we have? Another one right here. Up 37%. Down 22%, okay? And then what happened? I'm not going to do all the crazy things we did, but it went up quite a bit, it went down quite a bit. Went up a little bit, down a little bit more. Went up a lot, went down a lot, went up a little bit. This one doesn't really matter too much. It came down a little bit more. And then we saw it happen over and over again from then on out. We come up and we bleed back down. What happened? We came up, we bled back down, then we kind of roared back up even more, and came back down. So what I normally like to do is when it pops and I see it pop, I like to sell. I like to sell it, okay? After I'm done selling it, I'll look for another opportunity to buy in. That's normally how I do it. Okay. Now I haven't done that in a while now because I bought my Dogecoin at 0.002. I sold half of it at 50 cents because I didn't know how high it was going to go. I was saying, hey, no matter what happens, I'm making some money out of all this because I was lucky enough to get down at that very bottom level or that lower level. Now, I still have half my Dogecoin left and I accumulated a little bit more Dogecoin at these levels right here. Well, I guess more right here. So right now I have an average of about 18 cents on my my swing trade Dogecoin that I've been accumulating through these levels. It was around 25 cents and I averaged down around 18 cents after buying I had a limit buy orders at 27 cents, 25 cents, 22 cents, and 20 cents and 18 cents. I had limit orders and each level went down was more. I had more money at that level, so the lower it went, the more money I had ready to buy it up. And then I sold most of it when it popped up over here. I saw it pop and I was like, I'm going to sell out of it, okay? Well, actually not exactly right here on this breakdown that occurred right here. So I sold most of it right here. And then what happened? It kept on falling and falling and falling. And then I accumulated a little bit more around here and a little bit more around here. And now I'm waiting for the next big pop. And it'll pop up somewhere around the 30-cent range, probably a little bit higher than that. I'm going to sell that swing trade again. And it's going to fall back down to like maybe the high 28s, maybe in the low 30s, depending on how high it pops. Then I'm going to continue to fall down. But when it pops again, when altcoin season comes, that's when I can get more bullish and more bullish behind Dogecoin. That's how I personally play it. Anybody that, the safest thing you can do with Dogecoin is just probably buy it and then just hold on to it. But if you want to do a little bit of fun with it, when it pops, it bleeds right back down afterwards. It's been doing that for months now. Might as well take advantage of those opportunities. So, but yeah. If there's a YouTuber out there saying Dogecoin's going to pop and they say exactly when Dogecoin's going to pop, they're talking out of the you-know-what. I have no idea when Dogecoin is going to pop. It's going to be somewhere in altcoin season, that I know. But as far as a certain day, when you should exactly buy it, it really is up to you guys. I've been accumulating it at prices that people would say, oh my gosh, why would you ever buy there? But it makes me money. So, I bought Dogecoin around here, around here, and it went down even more. But you know what? So far, it's above it. Even if it's only by a little bit, it's still above it. And then I saw my positions from back over here at 18 cents. And 18 cents is way down here. So it just depends on how you see it. Dogecoin is not for everybody. I think it's going to pop eventually. I have a lot of faith in Dogecoin that's going to do that. But there is a lot of stuff out there that it does not look as crazy and wild as Dogecoin that may be better for a more for a trader that likes to see more something a little bit more stable, so to speak, right? Where it pops up, it consolidates for a little bit, then it tries to pop up again or it tries to do something else. But Dogecoin, it pops off and it may pop off one more time on top of that, but after a while, it'll just keep on coming down, and it'll keep on coming down, and it'll make a bag holder out of you yet. So, be careful with it, okay? Because then you got to wait for the pop. And when I trade stuff with Dogecoin, I don't expect my money back at a certain time. It's there for a while. When it pops, I'm out, and then I hold off a couple weeks until I find a better price to buy back in at. I kind of hope that helps, but yeah, there's not a YouTuber out there that's going to know exactly when Dogecoin's going to pop. I believe it is going to pop, but there are a lot of YouTubers. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that like to hype up Dogecoin and say, oh my gosh, we're going to the moon. We're going to $5, $10, $20, whatever. I don't really do that, nor do I kind of really believe we're going up to $5, $10 like some of the other YouTubers. I'm just like, hey, this is an opportunity for me to make money. This is how I personally like to trade Dogecoin. Same with, you see stuff like STMX. STMX is something that's under it was under a penny a while ago. But I bought some STMX down at these levels before I seen areas when I bought Dogecoin, because what was happening is they were all just falling down between the lows, and it was like going crazy. And I was like, it's falling down too much. The RSIs were screaming way below, below the right levels. So I just started buying some coins up here. Well, something crazy happened right here on September 3rd. I sold every single STMX I owned right here because I was like, this has gone up too fast, too crazy. I need to be able to sell this off. So I sold right around here. Of course, it went higher, but guess what? It went all the way down here, and I bought some STMX right here. I bought some STMX right here, and I just bought some STMX right here. So I'm waiting, and I'm waiting for another opportunity to sell this at the moment. So each coin is different. Each one has their own special moves here. But if you can just take your time and wait for some of these pops, that's when I like to do it. And I like to wait for it to crash back down, especially when we're in a Bitcoin market. When you're in a Bitcoin market, altcoins are going to be doing their own little thing, not really doing anything entirely crazy, but they're still volatile enough for you to make money off of them. When altcoin season starts and Bitcoin dominance starts to waver, that's when you guys can just hold on for your life, and then you can take that ride. But even when you guys are taking those massive rides and making those massive amounts of profits, you should still sell when you're pretty high up there, because it'll fall back down and you have another opportunity to buy back lower. And you can rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Altcoin season doesn't last for more than probably lasts like a couple months or 3 months maybe max, and that's when you got to make the most of it, because you'll be moving your money between so many coins you have no idea. And the one thing I will say is, don't put your entire position into one coin. Spread it out all over the place, a little bit here, with a little backlog of money, just in case you need to do an emergency trade thing. This looks really good. I need to trade that right now. Hey, Lordy Devs, my man, how you doing? Hey, Lordy Devs, it's because this is a Bitcoin market, not an altcoin market. Bitcoin is gaining dominance day by day. Soon enough, that dominance will waver, and then altcoins will have their time. See, I missed some stuff. Hey, Sly. Mike, you deserve so much more subs. It's insane, but honestly, like how the community is somewhat smaller just because I can see people I've seen in chat before. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're a pretty chill community here. So when altcoin season starts, there's going to be a lot of people in here. I went through my last altcoin here, my last altcoin season at the height of SNL, the SNL night. We had over 15,000 people in this stream. Over 15,000. You do not know how hard it was for me to try to answer everybody's questions and do all the stuff I do now. The poor mods were overworked, and there was like so much spam. You have no freaking idea how much spam there was attacking us that night. So it is kind of nice to have these kind of more calmer times and whatnot. When alt season starts, guys, I'll be doing 24-hour streams. That's how crazy it'll get in here. Like, it's a fun time. I give up like a good week of my life, a good few weeks of my life to stream with you guys. But the YouTube revenue is good. I'm not a guy that shies away from saying I make money off of YouTube revenue. I make more money from trading, obviously, but YouTube revenue, well, I only make like $1,000-something, so not crazy amount, but it makes money. And then it just goes crazy for a little bit of time. Then after it crashes and everybody freaks out and starts crying, a lot of people leave, they lose their money, and then everybody that's been here for a while, they're like, well, we just made a lot of money. Now how do we do it again? And then they were patiently waiting. Or some people that made a lot of money during the last altcoin run, actually, they just leave the channel like, I'll be back during the next altcoin run, Michael. Nice to see you. See you in a few months, right? And I'm like, hey, see ya. I'm happy we made a lot of money. It's simple stuff like that, right? Earnings going to be very good, the best they've ever had. Oh, that's nice. That is, Which CEO put that up? That is nice. See, hey Neil, exactly, yeah, exactly. Way to go off the bullish months. Exactly how September, you guys was. Remember, September is normally a very slow month. Well, guess what? It was normally it was a slow month to this month as well. As soon as October started, boom, 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 boom. Oh, sorry guys, I should have put this back up here. Let's go right there. There we are. And oh, so like, if you guys are new to the channel, this is something we've been talking about the past few days. There was a few opportunities to buy Ethereum, right? One right here on this breakout. Most of you guys probably missed it because a lot of people didn't want to buy it because they were always afraid Bitcoin was going to come down even more. So this breakout right here, you have the double bottom, which was the W play right here. If you guys go over to Investopedia, oh, I didn't type in pattern, that's fine. You'll see this pattern right here. You see the W. It is a bullish pattern. I wonder if they have anything else here. No, okay. Well, it's just a bullish pattern, and normally when you buy it is when this price go right here climbs above the middle price right here, this little spot right there. That's when you buy it. That's when you start to make some moves, and you can actually see a little bit better. See, even on the weekly chart, breakout there. Daily chart still shows it better, I guess you could say though. But yeah, another opportunity to buy it right here on this breakout. You had another chance to buy it on the support levels here after it was tap, 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 tap. Another opportunity to buy. Another opportunity to buy right here on this breakout. So, you know, over the last few days, there were so many different opportunities to make money off of Ethereum. But I bet most of you guys probably didn't even realize it and didn't buy it just because we were kind of nervous about what Bitcoin was doing, which is a fair point. Bitcoin really does control all the market that we're seeing. But Bitcoin at the same time, Bitcoin had its own little breakout right here, right? And boop, boop. And now we're here. Back to the 5 here. And not every breakout is going to work, but most will. The point is when you hit a breakout that is not working for you and you're down like 3-4%, just sell and move on, because guess what? There's going to be another opportunity down the line. Why risk becoming a bag holder when you can just cut your losses? Say you lost some money, which happens to all of us. It happens to me, and then you find another trade that will make you more money. That's the trick to becoming a full-time trader. Cutting your losses before they're too big, and just making sure you have good enough profits coming in. Like I told you guys, I sold half of my Dogecoin at 50 cents. I could have tried to sell it at 75 cents, but in the heat of the moment, I had no idea Dogecoin would go all the way up to 75 cents. I had no idea. But now that Dogecoin is at 25 cents, I feel kind of happy that I was smart enough to sell at 50 cents, even when I was getting yelled at by all the Dogecoin community for, for selling at 50 cents. It's just the way it is. You have to kind of stick to your own strategy, and it's not going to be the most popular one, but if you're making money, who cares? Yeah, I like Link as a long-term hold, yeah. Hey, Hunter, that's a pretty good trade back when you were 17. That's a really good trade right there. I would have been freaking jumping, doing backflips. Hey, Nick, there's not an exact time when alt season starts. It's when the Bitcoin dominance starts to come down. There's not an exact day when it starts. Let's see. Oops, sorry, guys. I just skipped over a whole bunch of people's messages. Hold on a second here. Hey, Lordy Debs. I think Shiba's fine. You're kind of going for scraps right now. It's like when you hit all-time highs again, yeah, sure, it'll be making you some good money. I prefer to buy something a little bit cheaper. Remember, when we bought, at least when people around me in the channel, they saw me buy Shib, it was when it was in this, where is that here? It was because it was stuck in this channel, and it wasn't looking like it had any way to pop off. These lines, oh, sorry, my dog. You okay, Popo? Okay, yeah. He's just yawning. We were looking at this channel here for Sheep. The only reason I bought it was because it was down low. Everything else was popping up back in time. Everything else was breaking out, and Sheep was just going sideways. And so I accumulated some over here, and I was like, well, this is going to pop eventually. And I was very disappointed in Sheep for a while because it wasn't doing anything, right? So the time to buy Sheep would have been on this breakout right here when it actually broke out of the channel. this is the key point you would have bought it. You may ask, why would I say that the key point would be to buy here instead of when I bought it right here? I bought right here because I did not want to watch my Shiba. I wanted just to forget about it and not actually do a day trade. If you guys were doing more of a day trade or a short-term swing trade on it and not holding for like more than a month like I did, the proper time to buy it would be on the breakout, because on the breakout you can catch the momentum, and then you're looking at returns. Even if you didn't buy down here like I did, even if you just buy in the breakout, you're still looking at potential returns if you go all the way to the top here of 245%. If you go to where it is at now, you'd still be looking at returns of 181% off of the breakout point right there. So, you know, Sheep's come up a long way. It can definitely go further. It's a little further away from its trend line than I might like right now, so it's probably going to come down a little bit more over the next few days. That's where you might enter into Sheep. But right now, you know, if it goes up here, you still got 25% profit, so it can definitely make you some good money here. But most of that profit's already been had at this point. And so far, Dogecoin's holding over its trend line here, so I'm happy to see that. Let's see. Hey, Brady, it's happy to see you here, my man. Hey, Kevin, Ethereum Classic. Yeah, it hasn't really been doing anything lately, I don't think. Had a nice little pop a few days ago, which was right there, but that's about it. Anything else you're looking at here? No. It's trading within this smaller channel, at least for the past week or so, past couple of weeks. Trading in this channel with a low of $50.22 and a high of about $57.48. I'd be looking to buy on the breakout of this channel here right now, because then I can start to see it actually start to boom back up. You can see almost an inverse head and shoulders right here. So head, shoulder, shoulder, even though they're really not completely level. You can see a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders here. And if you guys don't know what an inverse head and shoulders is, inverse. Inverse head and shoulders, also called a head and shoulders bottom, is similar to a standard head and shoulders pattern, but is inverted with the head and shoulders top being used to predict reversals and downtrends. Reversals and downtrends, right? This pattern is identified when. Okay, hold on a second. Basically, it's bullish. Shoulder, head, shoulder, pop, breakout, okay? So, you know, it's a bullish pattern right there. So, I would say Ethereum Classic right now has somewhat similar. Now, you can see it's not exactly, let's see how this shoulder is a little bit kind of like a hunchback, a Notre Dame type shoulder. But it's still a nice shoulder. It still has this high point here. So, when it does break this $57.48, I think that'd actually be a good price to be buying it at. If it breaks out. If it breaks it. Not every single pattern is going to break out. It can still come back down here towards $49, then try to make another reversal and try to do something later on. But if it is able to break out here, and also short term here, this is where the shoulders really starts, then that'd be even better. So I could start accumulating a position right here, maybe a small to medium size, then a larger position if it continues to break out above $61.59. Okay. So my dog's just making random noise. I can hear it through my headphones. So I'm like, what are you doing? Let's see. Michael, I'm going to the beach with my dog Spanky. We'll be back to celebrate 80K once I will sell for profit. Ciao. Hey, Captain, my Captain, have a great vacation and have some fun with your doggo. Let's see. LSCC, what is that? LSCC. Oh, semiconductors. Ooh, semiconductors are really nice right now. Yeah, look at that. Semiconductors have been beautiful. Earnings coming up pretty soon. They're going to be fine. This has been a beautiful uptrend so far. Very, very beautiful uptrend. Almost looks like it wants to actually have another breakout here pretty soon. That'll be fun to watch. Might come back down over the next few days if the S&P 500 doesn't freaking get a grip. But yeah, it looks nice to me. That is a beautiful uptrend. I love looking at uptrends like that because it's like easy money. That's stuff where I don't even buy options. I literally just buy it and hold the stock. It's what I did with FTM for a little bit of time. FTM was somewhat similar to that play, Ghost. FTM was it FMT? No. Stock screener. Portfolio. FTNT. I'm sorry. FTNT. NT. And this was the grind. This was the grind it was on, and it even broke out. It even got like parabolic at a time. And now it's even continuing to go up. This thing has been out of this world this year. Like year to date, it's up 124%. It's just been crazy. We bought options on it for a little bit of time here, and it made us like 100% or something like that, maybe like 90%. Oh, Bitcoin here. There's there. All right, perfect. Anything else? Hey, Jonathan. Hope you're having a good night so far, my man. Let's see. Have a great evening, A. Heaton. I don't know if she's still up, but have a great evening. Hey, it was so lit in here during the SNL and Falcon launch. Oh yeah, those were fun times. Yeah, I appreciate it, Doge. I appreciate it a lot, my man. Peter, you better ask. You better ask questions now, because when alt season starts, you'll have 10K people asking you forget about chatting. I remember that. Yeah, exactly. Oh gosh. Well, remember, guys, when it gets too busy, I actually have to turn off the chat for regular people every now and again, because there's so much spam that comes in, and it's not just spam; it's the FUD. People will start to they're going to try to spread panic, or they'll try to tell you guys to buy when you guys shouldn't buy. It'll absolutely go crazy in here, and so I'll do it for you guys very fast. One of the things that I do here is, this is what I see when I'm streaming with you guys here. Oops. No, that's not it. Here we go. Okay. So what I can do is I can go in here. I can go to customization, and I can say, who can send messages? I can do this. Only members can send messages. Only subscribers can send messages. I can say, hey, only slow mode. So only people can only send messages once per every 60 seconds. I can do it up to like 3 minutes. So right now, you guys are going to see a little message on the bottom right here. Members only mode on. So right now, only members are able to talk. Only members are able to talk. And I would normally start off my streams like this, and then once everything kind of calmed down and I kind of gave my spiel and whatnot about what's going on in the market to kind of calm everybody down, because you remember there was a lot of volatility back in those days. Well, a lot of downward volatility. Then I'll go back to anyone. I'll hit save. And then what you would see is that everybody's able to chat now. And then I would be afraid of people saying, I'm free. And I'd go back to answering their questions and helping them out and whatnot. Because a lot of times, a lot of people have the same exact questions, if you would. So it was very complicated. But at the same time, it was, I'd like to help people out. I really do. When I first learned how to trade, I was learning from Discord gurus and YouTubers. And I was losing a bunch of money listening to Discord gurus and YouTubers. And so now I'm like, take your time. It's, be very patient about it. But, it's worth going the boring way to learn how to trade, I would say, right? Let's see. All my money is holding in crypto mostly right now, waiting for altcoin season. Oh, I cannot wait for altcoin season. I just cannot wait. Let's see. Can I do a quick trick on DOT for you? Yeah, very quick here. Hold on a second here. As far as DOT at the moment, it is getting pretty close to its own. This is a more aggressive trend line right here. If it does break down from here, I would look for it to come back down here to $39 first, then eventually come back down here to $37 or $38. Right now, it's still above the trend line, so it still has a chance to break out tomorrow. If Bitcoin's able to reverse right here and come back up towards maybe stabilize around 65, 66,000, from there, I actually think DOT actually has a chance at breaking out tomorrow. Not breaking out, but actually popping up even more and going up here to where possibly up to $46.78, so that next level of resistance, so to speak. But that really depends on if Bitcoin's able to hold these levels over tonight. If not, I could see DOT coming down tomorrow, and that coming in it breaking back down all the way down to $38 over the next few days or so. But right now, looks fine. It's going to run into the steep trend line right now. If it falls down below that, it's either going to go sideways or it's going to go down. It will not continue to go up, at least for the time being. And Haram, you wanted to see Sol very quick. Let me see if I can peek at it again. Yeah, there you go. This is the 5 minute for Sol. Nice, easy breakout out of the pennant here. Let's go to the 3 hour chart. Nice, easy breakout. That was a good play for anybody that hopped on at the time. Went up a little bit more. Right now, it looks pretty heavy. Looks like it wants to come down even more. This is something I'd be shorting at this moment in time at the, right here. But give it a few more hours and you might be able to find a good opportunity to buy in right here. Just right now, it just looks a little heavy. It doesn't look too good. You're looking at something that looks more like this at the moment. So, a slightly descending triangle, if you will. I would actually say more inclined with this, actually. Yeah, here we go. This is that real downtrend. But for now, I'd keep the line like that. Okay? So this definitely has a long way to fall if it does fall below this level. This would be your support at the moment. So it'd be somewhere around $180. So about $2 less than what it is now. So not a huge drop down, but enough where if it falls down below this level, you're like, you know, there's not much support down here to protect you. So be careful of it, but give it a few more hours. It should have an opportunity for you to buy in. Anything actually popping right now? No, everything for the most part is still coming down here a little bit. FTM is down 3.5% at the moment. Oh, look at that drop. Yeah, look at that. This looks a little bit heavy as well. So we'll keep an eye on some of these plays here. And to go back to Doge here. There we are. Hey, Connor, yeah, I think we can get above 50 cents this year for Dogecoin. I think we can get above 50 cents. Make sure as Dogecoin goes up there, you're able to scale out and lock in those profits, okay? Make sure you're able to lock in those profits, especially if you have 100K Doge. I think CPHT is fine for a long-term hold. Is Link good now? I would say probably not, just because we're waiting for Bitcoin to have a little bit of a reversal. If you buy a Link, you want to take a small position on it, okay? Check out, hey Ryan, check out AA. I can do a quick peek at it for you. We talked about this a while ago, Alcoa Corporation. So, I mean, your put seems to be okay for now. You're going to gain some confidence tomorrow if it's able to break down below this level of support right here. If you break down below that level of support, you could start to scale out tomorrow just because now you're going to have another level of support right there. And then you might have to start worrying about this 20-day moving average. Let's look at the 4-hour. Yeah, a little bit there. 20 coming up. So, yeah. I'd say right now you're at a level of support. If it continues to break down, continue to hold. If for whatever reason you start to see it bounce off a little bit more, that makes it a little bit uncomfortable, don't be afraid to just start not selling out everything. We're just selling off a little piece of it just to make sure you can lock in a little bit of profit there. I don't know when those calls exactly expire, but if they expire this Friday, sell more. If it expires next Friday, feel free to give it a few more days and really try to pump it back down. And then with a stop loss somewhere up there, about $54 for those puts. Hey, 02 Cool. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really do appreciate it. Hi, bro. Can you look at Solve USD Cycle top? Let's take a peek at it here. There we go. On KuCoin. So this thing's been pumping up over the last few days. Looks good to me. This is more of a momentum play. So this is something where you want to grab on and just kind of ride it up even more. It's consolidating a little bit right now. Let me go to the 2 hour. Does that give me a little bit more information here? No. 15-minute maybe. Okay, I guess that'll do fine. Short term, you have a nice breakout. If you're able to break out above this line here, it should mean this downtrend is over. Then it'll go more sideways and eventually kind of ramp itself back up here. In the meantime, I would use. I guess that's more of an. Yeah, I guess I did hold it, yeah. This is what I'd be looking at. So it does look a little heavy at the moment, but I could see this coming back down because it for whatever reason, it doesn't break out. This could easily come back down here to 37 cents, so just be aware of that. That could be up to a 14% loss on this play here. So be careful with it. It looks like it had a pretty aggressive dive back down. It was able to bounce back off not a lot of volume, actually. But yeah, so it looks okay for now. I wouldn't be buying. I would just be holding if I had already bought it previously. And then if I do see a breakout here, then I can start taking a small position in there and start to accumulate a larger one over the next week or so, waiting for a potential breakout to over 50 cents from there. From there, 45 cents first, then trying to break out right here above the 50-cent level. From there, you could probably hit all-time highs. Hey, London, what is the best way to learn options? Oh, I mean, you're going to hate me for saying this, but books. I think books are the best way to learn how to trade, personally. I learned off of books, and I used like YouTube videos and lessons online to YouTube videos. I use them to kind of put both parts together. But I think if you learn how to if you read those options books and learn how to trade stocks first, you're going to be much better off when you try to trade options. You guys should not try to trade options until you kind of understand how the market works and how to do better plays. Like, you guys should be fairly consistent before you start hopping into options. It's a very volatile field. You can lose all of your money in options. It can be very fast. It can be very depressing. So be very careful with it. Like right here, something that we do is we like to follow different plays and see how they do over time. Like FT&T, when I recommended it, it's up 34% since I recommended it to you guys. AMT, it's only up 1%. But you saw how it was. You see how it went up and then it crashed back down due to, I think, earnings report or something like that. American Tower Corporation. They would look at stuff that we're looking for in the future. Right now for Roku, we're just looking to see when it reversed. And it looks like it reversed a few weeks ago. So now you might be looking to buy a position into Roku over the next, this is actually just stocks, not options, over the next few months. And you could hold it for about maybe 1 to 2.5 months, I would say, for Roku, as long as the market and everything looks okay. Because as the holiday season comes in, some people give Roku as a gift for Christmas. Owlet, this one's been going down over and over and over again. Somebody wanted me to check it out, and I told you to be very careful because this thing was coming down. Basically, it was all the way back in doing that pop. I can't move it more because you see a little green pop towards the middle right before October. Somebody asked me about that, says just be careful because it's still kind of bleeding out. And you can see, since I kind of warned that guy about it, we're down 37%. CIDM, we talked about this one a little bit ago as well. This one's up 53% since I recommended it. This one was just more of a swing play to kind of swing out of it. It's done okay so far. It's still going up a little bit more. Right now, I'd be starting to sell off of this position a little bit right now. So that's just me. And then you see Microsoft, something more traditional. It's been kind of going up. You saw that big dip over the last few weeks because of the money moving from the tech sector over to energy because of the energy crisis in America at the moment. Oh, I hope we get this energy crisis over with. Actually, that reminds me, how is oil doing? Did oil go down today? Please say it went down. Okay, well, it did go down a little bit today. Let's see. Okay, well, okay. I wouldn't say that went down enough, but hopefully it goes down a little bit more. Oil is getting out of hand, guys. Get ready for $5 a gallon gas. I don't know how we're going to do it. There we go. Anything else here? Hey, Parker. Welcome, man. Hey, Aaron. I met a guy working for Biotech SE while I was on vacation. Talked about a lot about stuff about working on right now. It's up 15% in the last 2 years. Do you think it'll drop for a correction or keep on going? I have no idea what the ticker is. I normally don't like to play biotech stocks, but if they're up that much, that means they have something that actually passed the trials and went to market. So I would assume they're going to continue to do okay in the markets right now. The only thing I would say is, I normally don't play biotechnology because they can be very giddy. Just make sure they're not doing any crazy trials or they have no trial data coming out anytime soon. That'll protect yourself from any losses if you want to kind of ride along with that move. Hey, Tanner, every time you say CHPT, you actually see CPHT. I do the same thing with my other tickers. Oh, yeah, I do that. I do that a lot. I don't have dyslexia. One of my friends actually has it. But what do you call it? I talk so fast, I don't even do it. It's weird. But yeah, I do it I do it quite a bit. Hey, King. Stellar? Yeah, Stellar's fine. Here, XLM. Here we go. This is Luna. Where's Stellar at? Do I even have Stellar on here? No. Why do I feel like... Hold on. Yeah, I do. Excellent. Okay. Don't know why I was freaking out about that. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's still grinding up here bit by bit. I still think it's fine. I would look to buy a little bit more on the next tap on the trend line, so to speak. But right now, it's not really the time to be accumulating still, if you ask me. Anything else here? Yeah, no worries, here. I'm happy to help you out. Let's see. Hey, Roman, you hope altcoins reach all-time highs? Oh, I'm really hoping for that one right there. Let's see. Hey, Movement TB, greetings from the Philippines. Happy to see you, my man. Let's see right here. Alright, there we go, guys. Let me see. I think we should be okay. Do one move right here. There we go. Okay. Alright, everybody. I'm going to call it a night right now. I got to take my dog out to use the bathroom. I can smell him farting up a storm right now. I know the views are kind of dropping out because everybody's getting ready to go to bed and whatnot. So I will see you guys. You guys have a very awesome rest of your night. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to come out here tonight. Please consider liking the video and subscribing. If you guys do want to, follow my other channel, this is the link to the video for you guys, and that way you guys can subscribe. And anytime I see a breakout that you guys want to buy, whether it be crypto or stocks or options, I will help you guys out and find the exact buying spot that that will be the best. I'm not 100% accurate, but I'm accurate enough where you guys make money. Okay, so have a great rest of your night. If you guys want to follow my other YouTube channel where I do my published videos, where it's not just the streams, it's like the everyday type of stuff on the stock markets and whatnot, and where the big money is moving, and option flow data. If you guys like that, feel free to subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your night, and I will see you guys later. Time to go take my my dog outside.